ladies, gentlemen, and our wrestling friends all around the world. It is my distinct and divine pleasure to say the three words that I have waited a really long time to say. WATCW is back.
He is. And he's saying no. He refuses. He's saying no. He's shaking his head. He's refusing. He's not wearing the black and green. He's arguing, screaming with the fans. He says, no, I am not a member of this faction. I'm a member of the Tadzeract, and I do not want anything to do with this. Not just season 2 debut, her wrestling debut. Cleveland. There she is. Former power lifter, current mixologist, and now the newest signee to WATCW.
The flex is badass.
Nacho to his feet. Another mandible claw! Another mandible claw! Oh my god. Is Nacho gonna tap? Nacho's out!
Yeah!
To themselves. Oh, wait a minute. Here he goes, Stone Cold! Just with the exact Lucha Libre move. He learned 619. Just like featured Tottenham. We are on high. Hag alert. Because the Hag has emerged from the fog and landed in WATCW. Who is this? Oh my god! What? Metarect? Macho Recto? Am I understanding what I'm seeing? Has Metarect joined the Promise Mascot Agency? Behold! A pale Hans! Fed's already out here. That was quick. Wait a minute! What the fuck? Muchacho Man's coming out of the ring, and that's Cody House! No, that's Cody House! Get him out of here! I've had enough. I've had enough. This has gone too far and too long. Whose music is that?
Who is this?
Oh my god! That's not Mike Awesome! That's Hank fucking Hill!
Oh yeah, Hank Hill.
Wait a minute, Alexa's on top. Alexa's got that belt. Somebody's got to stop her. Somebody's got to stop her. Nobody's trying to stop Alexa Bliss.
I swear to God.
She's got it.
Oh my God.
Alexa Bliss got it.
This match is turning out to be a little bit from similar to a video I've seen on the good old hub. You know.
Excuse me?
Wrestle Hub?
You know which hub.
Be sure to watch us on Wrestle Hub.
Yep. I hear WWE's also going to Wrestle Hub and ESPN.
No, Wrestle Hub's ours.
Give them your
PLE's live on
now.
Wrestle Hub.
Yeah, you gotta.
Does he have enough in the tank? Can he finally do it? Can he prove it to himself and prove it to us all that he is a champion? Hooks the leg on Shaq. 1, 2. He's done it. Wait, the lights just went out. It's the Hag. The Hag is back. We saw him partner with the Hag weeks ago. Oh my God, chokeslam!
Oh my God!
Ring, and where's she going? Up top, and Ada Wong's so dangerous up here. She's so dangerous up here. Big.
Holy shit.
Huge splash, middle of the ring. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Ada Wong is the inaugural WATCW Twitch champion. Here comes Braun Breaker on behalf of the Righteous Cowboys, who, remember, already have one real deal contract in their team tonight. Imagine if Braun Breaker could make it a clean sweep and bring both of them to the black and red. Holler if you hear me. Braun's up there. Nobody's stopping Braun. Nobody's stopping Braun. Nobody's stopping Braun. Fiend's distracted. Nobody's stopping Braun. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it. The Righteous Cowboys have both contracts. Look at this. The fans. I think they're about to do it. They're about to do the Cody hands. Hold on. Let's see. I think they're going to do it. Do they? Oh, they're doing the Cody heads. They're going wild in Miami, brother. In the corner. Goes for it. Ah, an assisted! Cantonian Destroyer! Hey, don't count that! Don't count that! Oh, what happened? Oh no, what happened? Final boss said. Another crossbody. Cody's hooking the leg. Motu will surely kick out of this one. The ref's feeling a little slow and fatigued. Come on! Oh, damn it! Cody House finishes, or perhaps has only just started his story. Look, Becky Hogan running off the ropes with the leg drop. Maybe the new face of Real American Beer. Manhandle slam!
Holy shit!
Hooks the
Holy
leg!
shit!
Is that it? Did Becky win the title? 1,
Oh my God.
2, 3!
Oh my God!
And new Becky Lynch is the WATCW Women's Champion. Oh, fuck. He's going for it again. He's in the corner. Ooh, it's Stone Cold. He gets it. He hates it. Another spear. Middle of the ring. That's got to be it. 2, 3.
Oh, fuck.
Roman Reigns puts not just himself or his bloodline or his faction, but the entire league on his back to stop the Cenobites from getting the three-peat. And now he finally holds the gold that has haunted him for years. Roman Reigns is indeed, as Matt Thomas has shown him, the inaugural WATCW Men's World Champion. And oh my God, what is that? It seems that Featured Films has played a sabotage card. And the Fiend is wearing the gobbledygooker costume, which is not only super embarrassing, but it also docks 10 overall points for one match because it's so awkward and confusing to compete in. Yeah, I turned the glitter slider up for everybody.
Thank you.
What's going on over there? I can't see. Is Becky gonna win? Oh my God! It happened! It happened! Becky, 2 belts! I couldn't even see what happened! Underestimate her. Whoa! Big Becky Hogan leg drop, brother. Not gonna pin off of that. Got something else in the chamber. Maybe sensing it's going to take a little bit more. How about a second manhandle slam? Enough to put Sabrina Carpenter away. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Could it be? Miss Real Deal! Alexa Bliss is cashing in on behalf of the Righteous Cowboys! Right here! Right now! She's doing it! Alexa Bliss! Oh! Now Dilly's gonna go for the sharpshooter. We've seen a couple of these tonight, but is Kayla gonna tap out to Dilly Tots? Is she gonna tap out? No one's breaking it up. She does! Kayla taps out! Dilly Tots is the Twitch champion! New champ!
Congratulations, Billy! Dilly.
A little longer. Eli stuns Becky! Hooks the leg! No one's there to break it up! New champ! Has Eli done it? Yes, he has!
Holy shit!
Mr. Eli Mack has finally finished his WATCW story! Eli has been chasing a WATCW title since Really Mania 2, and finally tonight, he brings it home for the Heritage Heartbreakers. The Tribal Chief could perhaps be called the Roman Burger, as a sabotage card has been played to make Roman Reigns wear an embarrassing sandwich costume. It's very hard to compete in, and it reduces his speed and agility stats to 0. This is a travesty and a farce. No way. 666? Who the fuck is that? Come on. There's no way. I mean, from where I'm standing, I think that really might be him. I look. Has Shook done the impossible? Is the Rager truly here tonight?
We saw him die.
Season, he's 0-1. Oh, there's a Superman punch to Nemesis. It takes a lot to kill that beast. He's gonna try to do it with the spear, and he hits it. Spear connects. Oh my God, could it be? He does it! Roman Reigns wins the Real Weed Rumble. Is he going again? The last ride? No, is he gonna last ride him into the casket? Ah! Oh my God! He slams him in the casket, and Dilly is gonna try to exorcise the hag once and for all, and he's done it!
That
He-
was painful.
Wow.
Sleep sweet, brother, he says. He's defeated Bataract, but at what cost? What remains
At
of that
what
man's
cost?
soul? And
Nothing.
is Meta truly free again? I can tell you this much. The hag will be banished from WATCW.
The
Wait a
only
minute.
real people's champ. is
Wait a
Eli.
minute.
Look,
Wait a minute.
Is he doing it?
This match has been restarted by Shook Knight 323
Yes, Shug! Yes, Shug!
by way of the card he won in the Trick or Treat Street Fight at Real the Weed Riot. Wait a minute.
Pixie in the chat.
What?
Let's go!
What?
Oh, there's a pin? What?
Roman 2 bouts!
Yeah!
WATCW, let me introduce to you folks the first ever official mascot of WATCW. It's Waddy, the work rate Walrus. Get on down here, Waddy. This is the new brand of WATCW going forward. Waddy, kids. The official mascot of Watt Championship Wrestling. A new face in the virtual pro wrestling space. Nacho playing to the crowd a little bit. I mean, you gotta love him, but maybe not the time for... Oh my God! Roman went through the cell! Undertaker put Roman through the cell and he's gonna go for the pin! Can Nacho break it up in time? I can't believe Nacho broke it up in time. The fallen body of Undertaker, and there's Roman with the guillotine. He's won so many matches lately with that move, but Undertaker breaks it up. And here it comes once again. Who's he going for? Nacho. Superman punch. Going for the guillotine again. Undertaker's going to have to break this up, or I think Nacho's going to tap. He does! Nacho taps out in the cell. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Roman Reigns is triple belted. Sweet chin music? Seriously? Seriously? Fuck! Fuck! Come on, fighting spirit of the OFB doesn't quit. Come on. No, no! Here's your winner. No name. No face. Go ahead, spread your stupid message, whatever it is. I don't care. I don't care. I've had it. This is supposed to be a perfect show. Undertaker's starting to take control of the right ring. He's hooking the leg on Austin. Has there been enough damage done? There has! Austin's pinned! Undertaker! They do it! They've done it! Heartbreakers! Cowboys! Sirens! Win! War Games! But he's meeting him on the other side. Oh my! We got ourselves a ladder fight up top beneath the perched tinfoil hat. Dilly dumps Cody off. He's reaching for the
let's take
tinfoil
that.
hat. Hank's distracted. Dilly's gonna get it. He's gonna take it down. Cody's
No
going up.
way,
Wait,
no
is Cody
way.
got him? Is Cody got? No, Dilly has got the tinfoil hat. He's not even supposed to be here today.
There's gonna be so much tinfoil coming your way.
There's a lot of tinfoil here
There's
tonight,
a whole lot of tinfoil coming your way.
and a lot of it's in that case. That would be an incredible card, and I'm seeing something incredible before my eyes in this moment.
What the hell is this?
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Because by way of a captain's advantage card
What the fuck?
to replace one of your wrestlers with Super Cena for one match, the highest rated character in the entire game, Becky Lynch has switched spots with Super Cena. And in here, China sitting in the cuck chair.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Sitting in the cook
Look,
chair.
look.
Wait a minute! Rhea
Hold
has
on,
got
chill out, Peter.
Riptide! Pin Cena! Is that enough? 2! 3!
Oh my god.
Elite Rhea Ripley is the
Crazy.
new Women's World Champion! Well, here comes. Please tell me Dilly Todd's got the case. Yes, he's got it! He's got the tinfoil hat!
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Wow, look, he's holding it proud. It's like he's wearing it. He's holding it above his head. It's like he's wearing it. He's putting it on. Ultimate Warrior. Wow, they did it in sync. That was so cool. The Tonsurac rules. Dilly's got Seth Rollins in the sharpshooter. Meta's hitting the elbow.
They might be the tag team that's promised. Like, holy shit.
Dilly's locking another sharpshooter in on Seth. Meta pins Ultimate Warrior. 3 Warriors eliminated. Is Seth gonna tap? Seth taps! Seth taps! Seth taps!
Unreal.
Wow.
Neither pinned or eliminated. They both stand tall. The last team. It took all season to get here. But the Tonsurac are once again your world tag team champions.
We're going brazy right now.
Folks, we will stay with this as long as we have to till there's a definitive decision here tonight. We're going into overtime. Choke on
What a way
Rager.
to end this
Rager
fucking-
taps! Rager taps! Sorry, I love
Rager
you!
taps!
Rager taps!
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I love you.
The kids at heart win $2 billion. Hank's up!
Hank!
Oh, Fiend stops El Grande! Hank's up there!
Hank!
Hank's got it! Hank's the twist champion!
Hank! Hank!
Hank Hill is the new Twitch champion! Oh my god, look at him, dude. He's deathmatch style.
Someone needs to check on Cowboy Connie.
I can't believe this. What's he calling for? Maybe a little double axe handle. No, flying clothesline, but Callum reverses it into a body slam. Could it be? Callum's going for a big polar bottom. Oh shit! Hits it. Middle of the ring. Callum wins.
I knew it was gonna fucking happen. I knew it was gonna fucking happen.
Oh no!
I knew it was gonna fucking happen.
Naturally. Oh, stunner! Stunner to Nacho! Hooks the leg! Is Austin the
That's I knew
champ?
it.
Is Austin the champ? Yes! He is!
Fuck.
Stone Cold Steve Austin wins the WATCW Men's
I'd like to play my
World
automatic championship match card for
Championship.
Roman Reigns.
Oh, but I gotta mention, on the way to the ring for the first time as WATCW Women's World Champion, and by way of an advantage card,
What the hell?
Elite Rhea Ripley is now Elite Lily Ripley. All season long for months, people been asking Nick Muldock to switch up on Elite Rhea Ripley. Well, be careful what you ask for, because now you're seeing the true form. It's gotten even worse. It went the other direction. You thought it'd get better. It's even scarier. Whoa, I don't even know what Nacho calls that move, but he hits it on the outside. He's calling for the end. Kevin is stunned. Could this be it right here?
Oh, shit!
Spear! He spears Kevin! Hooks the leg on the outside, totally legal. Is Nacho the champ? Has he done it? In Chicago, yes he has!
Christmas forever!
Nacho Libre is the Fight Before Christmas champion. Look at this.
Christmas forever!
Double belted. Oh, here it go. He's arrived. The Loveland Frog. Magical swap energy radiating off of his body. His enchanted boots, the source of his mystical powers. Why does this fit fire? What a debut. What an aura. He's incredible. His mystical boots. When? Oh my. The Loveland Frog is the people's champion. The Tadpole dream has come true.
Bust it open and come on.
Everybody's bleeding here in this opening match. And now Austin is in fact busted open after a shining wizard from the Loveland Frog who goes up top. Oh my god! Oh my god! Something incredible just happened,
that the
folks.
First ever? No.
The Loveland Frog just did a super finisher. Cody's over the ropes. Kayla Moriti! I can't believe it. Dropped by the Heartbreakers. Defeated by Thunderlips. And in spite of it all, Kayla Moriti does the thing that so few get to do. Add her name to the extraordinarily short list of Real Rumble winners. Probably the greatest world champion we've ever seen. Oh, here we go. This is exactly what he hit me with at Birthday Bash. Come on, Austin. Look out. Oh, the gore kick. Middle of the ring. Is King Moose going to win? Not yet. It'll take more than that to put the Texas Rattlesnake down. They won the Real Rumble. 10 points by way of Kata. Hey, wait a minute. Elbow. Is King Moose? He's busted open. Is he the champion? Oh. You gotta be kidding me. No. No. The finishing move and it's over. Wait a minute! This could be it! Cody's got him! The setup! Get Tony and Destroyer! Cody House! Cody House! And new! Cody House all season has been my champion. But tonight, he is your champion. Cody House is the people's champion of WATCW. Misdirect with the sledgehammer. Oh, those weapons can end this match so quick. Hank stunned. Another one, and that's it. The ref's calling for it. That's it. Get him the fuck out of there. Mr. X And he is, in fact, the winner of the Hardstyle Invitational. But it's Nacho up top, and he's going to hit the Flying Eagle headbutt. Are the Heartbreakers getting the belts back? Hooks the leg. 2. Nacho Libre is the undisputed men's world champion. The Heartbreakers. Goodness gracious. Is there anything this team can't accomplish? Could that have been the kill shot in the fantasy faction war? Only time will tell. At both belts, both seasons, uniting past and present, and a display of gold. Prime Time Pixie Boo has been the recipient of an advantage card. She has to wear a really ugly and awkward Prime mascot costume. However, it's incredibly hydrating. Becky bashes Pixie in with the table. 22 seconds left. If Becky gets a pin here, nobody's winning. Christmas is canceled. She's pulling Rhea up. Oh my God. She's setting it up. Man, Angel Slam. 10 seconds on the clock. You gotta be kidding me. 5. What's the ref doing? 1, 2. Oh my God!
Such an intense close call for that. The time went out before the final count.
Literally a second away from a draw. A second. To get in that match again and be able to leave as champion is still something he's not been able to do at our most important show. Hold on, he's going for the cover after hitting him with the b-ball. 2, 3.
The basketball was so good to steal.
The lethal ball to the face.
The basketball betrayed him.
From downtown.
Oh my God, Chris, you are dying on the screen. Check this out. What the fuck? You are freaking out. What happened to you?
No!
Wait, Rhea's up top. Could she be thinking frog splash? Yes, she is. Everybody who gets romantic with Dominic Mysterio knows that move, and she is one of them.
Hey,
wait,
dude.
Lady Bigfoot's locked in. Is she gonna tap? She taps! She taps! Lady Bigfoot taps out! Rhea Ripley!
Holy shit!
Rhea Ripley's the champ!
Oh my God.
Elite Rhea Ripley is going to Rally Mania to put that title on the line against Kayla Moretti. God damn it! Ada's up top. What's she thinking? Calls cocaine to his feet. Wow! Diving DDT on the outside. Hooks the leg. Ref's right there. 2, 3. Ada Wong and Bianca Belair are going to Rally Mania.
She did it! She's going for Triple Crown!
Bianca comes back down to celebrate. But they are going to Rally Mania, where history is guaranteed to be made.
Holy shit!
Waddy's up. Oh, a second spear. That's gotta be it, surely. 2. Waddy got the shoulder.
Oh my God!
Waddy kicked out of a second spear.
I can hear the crowd right now. They are chanting Waddy, 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 Waddy.
They love this dude. Death Waddler! Death Waddler! Hooks the leg. Did he do it with the Death Waddler? 2, 3. Waddy beats Braun.
Let's go, Waddy!
Big bag, and that's it!
Ring the bell!
Oh no!
You're new! You're new!
Wow.
The birthday boy!
Wow. On his birthday.
After everything he's endured, the free agent Mr. Eli Mack is the now and forever People's Champion of Season 2.
Feature versus feature has been very intense.
And there's the stunner!
A stunner!
On feature film! She has got to turn this around. And what's she thinking? Anything you can do, I can do better! The stunner! She thinks that could be enough. Is it? 2, 3! Feature films is here, as she was always meant to be. The feature films is at Wembley tonight. No! Scissor Radical! The Fighting Spirit! Buenos noches! Yeah!
Oh my God!
On top.
No! 630!
Yeah! Hubris! Hubris! It was his hubris!
He's done it. Look, here it comes. Here he comes. It means, look how much it means. Look how much it means to him.
Fuck!
I would say the Rager has been properly memorialized with his former brother in the Nasty World Order paying tribute to Big. Look, he's talking to him. He's talking to him. He's talking to him. He's talking to him.
Looking over.
This one's for you, Ricky.
Big Ricky.
For it. Oh, boom! Power bomb. No, it's still going. Ref didn't call for it. This could be it. Pixie fights it. Pounce! Pixie driver.
Is that it?
The ref called it. The ref called it. And the new hardstyle champion, the now and forever hardstyle champion of season 2, Pixie Boot.
Oh, the ref's late. Ref's late.
Woo! It happened.
The ring. Who's the tag champs? Say it. Say their name. Say it. Say it. You want to go back? You need to go to the bathroom and straight up here, up to the left. You can just go in there and cry by yourself.
Yes, girlies.
Ada,
Yes,
Bianca, girlies.
girlies. Oh, the girls.
Now, not only is this the first team to beat the Totaract in the history of WATCW. This is the herstory of WATCW.
Yeah.
You're
The
so
first.
right.
This is
Shout out.
Is that what happened?
Guillotine on Nacho!
Oh.
Is Nacho gonna tap? Is Nacho gonna tap? At Really Mania! He can't escape! He does! He does! He does! He does! Nacho taps! Wow! Just like that! Now or never, maybe never!
Wow, the Empire falls.
Because the tribal chief, no sabotage, wins and is the now and forever undisputed men's world champion of WATCW.
Not at Really Mania.
1,
Yeah, Really Mania.
2.
That's how you start next season.
Oh my God! I can't do it
There was no way.
because she's right.
No, she's not.
The Rager's not dead.
Wait, no. What the fuck are you talking about?
1, 2, 3.
No!
Kayla has got to get in control. Oh no. This could be the kill shot. The final nail in the coffin. A third riptide. What about the rope?
no.
What about the rope? What about the rope?
Wow.
2, 3. Even after everything, it is of all people, the celestial sirens who stand tall.
I'll take it.
Elite Rhea Ripley kills the dream.
You did good.
I must give this clearly to the man who has officially won the Fantasy Faction War. Give it up for the captain of the Heritage Heartbreakers, Chris Anthony Lopez.
Ladies, gentlemen, and to my devout and precious WATCW faithful all around the world, thank you. And welcome back one last time for the second season of your premier virtual wrestling league. Tonight, we honor your absolute favorites, nominees selected and voted on by you, your favorite competitors, captains, promos, matches, shows, bookers, and more. This is about not just me, but all of us and everything we accomplished together this past season. And if you joined for the pre-show, I hope you enjoyed it. It actually, in a weird way, truly did touch me to look back at all of it. It's so much, there's so much more there than I even realized. Like to look back and see what we were doing in August or September and realize, man, we have truly crafted this whole other world, this whole other canon and continuity. And it really did mean something to me all along the way. But it was so much bigger than just me. And so I am very eager and excited and privileged to be able to celebrate and share that with everybody who helped make that possible tonight. Now, let's get the not so fun part out of the way. There's a statement that I've been told to read tonight. Before we get started, I didn't write this. I didn't want this, but I have to get it out of the way before we get started. And it brings me no joy to do this. From the desk of the chairwoman, welcome to the first and what very well may be the last ever WATCW Watskers. Savor this unique opportunity to applaud and award yourselves for a season filled with high aspirations and accomplishment, regardless of who or what it cost. You should be so proud. I want to set the record straight that yes, I am allowing the former OFB to host tonight's events, but I did not do this out of mercy, pity, or anything that could conceivably register as sympathy. I am doing it because I want to make sure that he, the captains, and all of the WATCW faithful have a front row seat for what is coming. The future of WATCW will be revealed tonight. Your chairwoman, Becky the Wreck Radis. I don't know what that means. Let's just, I am always and forever your OFB, regardless of what it says on my contract, my paychecks, my legal obligations. I am your OFB. And I will make sure we have a fantastic show tonight. I can't speak to what's coming. I don't know what it is. I don't have any connections in WATCW corporate anymore. But without further ado, I think it's time to start getting our captains in here. Let's start doing introductions. Let's get the show on the road because we have a lot of trophies to hand out tonight. So I see the first captain that I plan to introduce tonight literally just joined. Can I get a thumbs up in the back if we're ready for me to bring you in, or do you need a minute? Let me see. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna assume that means yes. So you're about to get in here. All right, hold on. And I'm running the backstage portion on my own at the moment. So forgive me if it's a little, this is an easy breezy one, right? We're relaxing. We're loosening up our collars. We're having a good time. All right. We've done all the hard stuff. We've gotten it out of the way. Speaking of doing the hard stuff, folks, my first captain joining the mix tonight is the captain of El Diablo de Patas and nominated for a number of awards tonight. Give it up for Suge Knight. 3, 2, 3. Where is he? What's that one? There he is.
There was so much anticipation. I was like, where is he?
There he is. How we doing, brother?
I'm all right. How you doing, Taylor? Great to be here today.
I'm doing divine, and I'm so glad you could make it here tonight. I mean, this season wouldn't have been the same without you, and I think we're going to really demonstrate that through tonight's ceremony. I think we're going to get a lot of hints of that. It's so good to have you here to be a part of what will be the final show of this season. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It was a great season. Maybe not score-wise for me, but I made some memories. I made some people mad, and it was fun. I had a good time, and hopefully I can do it again next year because I actually will pay attention to the rules and actually do things to make points. But it's a live and learn situation, and I learned a lot, and I lived a lot, and it was a great time at WATCW Real Wrestling.
I'm glad you learned a lot, and I'm so glad you could be a part of this. For what I would say, El Diablo de Patas may have lacked in points by the time it was all over. You made up for, in a huge way, an impact and moments and memories. I've said many times, I think you became a mechanic of the game more so than a player of the game. You were an obstacle or a boss fight for people to overcome and defeat. Anytime people got too comfortable and thought they had it in the bag, here comes Suge with another surprise. And there were so many like grip. Just to look at Sabotage of the Year and realize like half the nominees are things you did. That says it all.
Yeah. And probably, I think, I don't know if I remember correctly, of Rivalry of the Year. I think I was nominated for something like that, if I remember correctly. It was so long ago when these awards went out. But I'm excited to be here. Can't wait to see my fellow captains and have a good time tonight.
Fantastic. Joe, we're going to send you backstage, but we're going to have you back out in just a moment. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Beautiful. Now, Nick was backstage. I don't think he is now. So we may go a little out of order here, and that's fine. Did we get him in the private chat? He's switching to the laptop. All right. In the meantime, don't worry. We're doing the loosey-goosey. In the meantime, we're going to bring in the captain of the number 2 ranked team at the end of season 2. She made a huge impact at Really Mania 3, and the game just simply wouldn't have been the same without her. And the way she prioritized not just the best show, but the best story. Folks, give it up for the captain of the Cenobites, Feature Films, with the medal. Oh no, Feature Films is muted, I think, though.
Oh, okay. Check 1, check 2, check. Okay, we're good.
We got you.
Medal, of course. You know, had to bring it, had to sport it, show people what's up. So,
remind me, did I give you a champion or a participant medal?
Champion. Yeah.
Champion, rightfully so.
Yeah.
You did bring you're a history maker, in a lot of different ways.
History, all of it, every story maker, including the biggest, most controversial, and truly by the end, the biggest regret of my entire WATCW career, reuniting Podzeract.
Huge.
Truly,
yeah,
huge. I did it for the love of the game, and it hurt me. It dropped me, took me out of first, solidified first for the Heartbreakers. I mean, just mathematically, I think they won like 75,000 matches or something like that.
You moved mountains to bring the Podzeract back together, and then you constructed TNT in the form of Ada Wong and Bianca Belair to destroy those mountains and reduce 100%. Them to rubble. And so much more. Look at that clip show we had at the start. I know you were here for a lot of it. You see how much Becky Lynch is in the first half.
She dominated the first half for sure. Yeah.
First half of the season belonged to her. But it's so great to have you. Thank you for joining me for the Watskers.
I'm excited.
Good luck.
I did see that Shug, before you go, I do want to say I got something for you. So before you leave, I want to come back on for a quick announcement, unless you really want me to do it now, but I want to wait.
I think we got time. We'll get there. I have no idea what that is.
No. This is 100% a surprise for you. This is me throwing a wrench and just improvising because I was like, you know what, this is gonna be hilarious. So once again, for the story.
Beautiful. Sounds like WATCW. Well, Feature, thank you for joining us. Good luck at the Watskers tonight. And
Thank you.
Let's have some fun. All right. Let's see who we got in here right now. Okay. So we got to shoot all the way up to the top of the charts right about now. We'll see if anybody else has. It's going to be a little discombobulated in terms of intro order as other captains mosey in. We'll bring them out when it's needed. But based on who's here now, it's time to jump to the top of the charts. But you know what? I don't think I can almost do it justice. I think I'm going to need a little assistance in introducing the number one captain of the number one team. Let's give it a shot.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 228 pounds, the worldwide prestigious Pro Wrestling Alliance champion, the Captain, Chris Anthony Lopez.
Folks,
Here we go!
For the winner of the Fantasy Faction War. Yes, with his title.
Damn right.
The captain of the Heritage Heartbreakers, Chris Anthony Lopez, is in the house, folks. How we doing, brother?
I am amazing. Some might say spectacular. Look, I'm over the moon to be here with the belt from WATCW Season 2 Fantasy Faction War. Taylor, thank you so much for having me for the Watskers. I am over the moon. This has been a hell of a year. We're coming up on a few weeks until the 1-year anniversary of the draft for this season that we're about to recap.
That's crazy.
So much has happened in the last 11 and a half months of our lives. And the one constant that has remained, you guessed it, heartbreak across the board. No one has been able to touch us. No one thought this would happen. If y'all would have said, hey, Chris Anthony Lopez will be the fantasy faction captain that will win this. If you said that in June, no one would have believed you. If you said that in August, no one would have believed you. If you'd have said that after Deer Fest, what some might call Heartbreak Fest, no one would have believed you. But here we are, post Really Mania 3, post season, and the fantasy faction war has been decided. Your boy, Chris Anthony Lopez, the champ, the victor. Hell yeah. Let's run it.
He's got his medal. He's got his championship title, which I will let people know. I know it may not be coming over in crisp 4K video quality, but that is indeed a custom WATCW Heritage Heartbreakers Fantasy Faction War belt, the very same one you saw him coming down the ramp with just a moment ago. That is the real deal. That is the real article, and he earned every part of it. That's what was at stake this whole time. We're not playing just imaginary games.
Hell no.
All right, we're not playing for warm feelings.
Nope.
We're playing for championship gold, championship rose gold.
Yep.
To fit the black and pink over there. Yeah, played an incredible season.
Thank you.
You've got the accolades already. What are your expectations for the Watskers tonight? Do you think you're going to be adding trophies to that title case?
Woo, I mean, that would be incredible. You know, at Heartbreak HQ, we have lots of room for belts and for trophies. If we're lucky enough to get them tonight, I know some other captains might come in here and say that Really Mania 3 was not our best show. And frankly, as we just saw in the recap, it was not. It was not our best show.
Oh,
but one show does not, right. The one show does not define us. Absolutely not. As you can tell by the rose gold that has accompanied me into this show. So if we add some trophies, I would love that. But I know there are a ton of great moments, a ton of great matches, a ton of great wrestlers that have come through the WATCW doors. And I mean, there are a ton of folks that are worthy of these accolades. So if Heartbreak, takes the belt one more time, takes the trophies one more time, I'll be elated. But again, we're here to recap the season and for my little victory lap too. But there's a ton of love to go around. Ton of love. Not so much heartbreak, but a little bit more. A little bit more.
There will be a lot of love tonight. Chris, so happy you can make it. It was an absolute necessity to have the winner here for the Watskers, a name which I think you may have coined, by the way, the Watskers. I
maybe.
Fact check me on that. I was going to originally call it like the Realies or the Waddies, but you came in with the Watskers, and I was like, that's hideous. I love it. Lock it in. And here we are doing it. And so many WATCW ideas happen just like that. That's awful. I love it. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
So thank you for joining me. I'm going to send you backstage, and we're going to keep the introductions rolling because we do indeed have some more friends ready to join us. Thank you so much, Chris.
You got it.
All right, next up, I told you we're going to end up doing this a little out of order. That was the number 1 captain. Now, let's say hello to the number 5 captain. And his impact can't be overstated. Gave us so many great moments. And goddamn, just put his all into this thing. The points don't reflect the effort, folks. Give it up for the captain of the Celestial Sirens, Hollywood Nick Molbot.
Yay, whatever. Listen, I was trying to get onto this stream so badly. I even had the sweater on and everything. I was in full character and full garb. And I'll tell you, if there's one thing that is worse than my point total this season, it is my cat's behavior, because he went and unplugged my camera every single time. So we're on the laptop because nothing is working. Not my best quality of camera, but my best quality of my favorite mascot. The guy who is named after all of this, the Watskers itself, Munch from, Chuck E. Cheese. I just have to come out here and rep Munch. I got to be honest, OFB, this has been such a fun year, such a fun time. What we didn't reflect in points, especially my boy Bray Wyatt, but it's okay. We will reflect in, Watskers tonight, hopefully. So, yeah.
Look, Munch is not going to happen. You got to stop trying to get Munch over, okay?
Listen, I persisted on Kevin James, and it didn't happen, so I might as well persist on Munch. But but again, I'm not the one who made him our mascot. That's the thing.
Munch is not happening, and it's, by the way, what I was saying earlier of like you just wouldn't believe how many like ideas are like that's awful and I'm going to do it. Nick submits me so many ideas. They're like, I'm off. That's awful. And I'm not going to do it. Such as the House of Munch.
I stole that from Family Guy. Admittedly, it's not my idea. I think I had another name in the other room, and of course, speaking of, hey, here's one of my cats right now. You can't see because I have the Munch in the background, but either way, I'm here to rep WATCW with Munch, and I'm just excited and grateful to be here.
We are so grateful to have you here, Nick. Thank you for joining us, and good luck at the Watskers tonight. Perhaps we'll get some gold back to the Sirens after all, once this is all said and done.
And yes, it is truly not sponsored, but I just, happy Friday, everybody.
It's Friday, baby. Thank you for joining us, Nick. We'll see you soon. God, I gotta get this music's looping. Get it off. Get it off. Thank goodness. All right. Who else we got backstage? Well, my next guest is not a captain at all, but is so present all up and down the Watskers nominations. I think it only makes sense to have him here with us tonight because he may or may not have a couple acceptance speeches to perform. And it's going to be so fun to be on the screen at the same time. It doesn't happen enough. Let's see. I don't have picked out intro music for him. Let's see. What do we have in here? How about this one's called Feeding the Ducks? Let's click that. What's that? What does this sound like? I would never think this song was called Feeding the Ducks. Let's give it up for a former Twitch champion, a former People's champion, a former World Tag Team champion, and one half of still to this day the greatest tag team of all time. You know him as the Todd Zrak, and we know this man as Dilly Ties. Get in here, partner.
How we doing, sir?
I'm so good. You feeding these ducks?
You know what? I can vibe with it. I'll feed these ducks. I'll feed these ducks all day. I was going to get a tinfoil hat because I used to be. There's a lot of formers in that introduction, but no one can take that tinfoil hat away from me. I am the forever tinfoil hat wearing.
It's truly impossible. Many have tried and they cannot get the tinfoil off of your person. You ended up embodying it, and I think you've also just embodied the legacy of this league. You have a lot of nominations tonight. What do you think? How are you feeling? I mean, the odds are you got to get at least one, right?
I mean, mathematically speaking, with as many times as I saw my name on that card, I was surprised. Number one, I was surprised to see my name on that card so much for the nominations. But I mean, mathematically, if I don't get any of them, I mean, it's just like getting a 0 on the SAT. You know what I mean? Like, I think even if I win nothing, I'm going to come away the winner if I win nothing, because mathematically, I gamed that so hard. Intentional. Did it.
It makes a lot of sense. I'm so glad you can make it. I'm so glad you could be a part of this season, a huge part of this season. And I think we'll be hearing from you. Well, I'm going to put everybody on the screen, so we are going to hear from you unless you sit there in silence. But I think we'll hear from you in a lot of ways tonight. I have high expectations. Thank you for joining us today, Todd.
Thank you for having me, sir. Thank you. It's great to be amongst the captains. True greatness.
Thanks for feeding the ducks as well.
Oh, my pleasure. They're hungry.
This song's great. I would just keep this on loop all night. I wonder where this came from. Is this like a StreamYard song? All right, we're done feeding the ducks. I'm going to bring everybody in here, and if anybody else joins in the midst of this, then they may just not get a great grand intro. I might just pull them in. So that's why you got to show up early and on time. Here we go. Here comes Chris. Here comes Featured. Here comes Shug. Here comes Dilly. Here comes Nick's House of Munch.
Get that belt out of here. Get that belt out of here.
That's
Here
where it
we
belongs.
go.
Right there, baby.
Dilly Tots, my guy. This doesn't happen without you, Dilly.
No, definitely not. I definitely think Dilly Tots was the secret weapon of the Heritage Heartbreakers. So,
that guy was the secret weapon of the Heritage
No,
Heartbreakers. He had it planned from the start.
I mean, being able to put two wrestlers constantly into the People's Championship.
I think that belt right there actually was as much that chick's fault than it was that guy's fault, because putting the Todd Zrak back together on purpose on someone else's team.
I didn't think it would become as devastating. Truly was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
She said it.
And credits.
Yeah.
Watch is over. Thanks, guys. Yep. House of Munch forever.
I fully bought into Heartbreak. I'm in.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a winner too.
We're all taking the bandwagon over to the House of Munch.
Everyone kicked on the Heartbreak.
Yeah. I was always a Heartbreak fan.
After the fact.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Shall we begin with our first award of the night?
Let's do it.
Please.
Our first
So I
category.
just go and get my tinfoil for nothing? I mean, come on.
You have a tinfoil
Is that what
hat?
that is?
It's terrible in here that it just looks like shit, but here's my tinfoil hat.
Oh, hell
It's out. I didn't see it.
Buy into the tinfoil. We'll talk tinfoil.
I appreciate the representation.
Nick's dedication to having probably the most lighting equipment and yet the worst lighting out of all of us.
Again, if my camera was working in the other room, and maybe it will before the end of the night, we'll be in good shape.
Beautiful.
I think it's style. It's stylistic. It's intentional. Just roll with it. It's
Did you
very
make that?
munchy.
Did you make? No, you have that for the Alien film, don't you?
Oh no, I just made it 3 seconds ago. I just walked into my kitchen and made it. Oh, thank you.
Just grabbed it and
what I did was I ripped off a ginormous piece to fit my big ass head, and that was pretty much all I did. But thank
That's
you.
real.
I appreciate Yeah.
Very good.
Or
Thank
sorry.
you so much.
Tip my hat to you.
To the house.
Thank
of
you.
Much. The first category of the WATCW
It's gonna be really hot if I keep that on.
is going to be Rookie of the Year. And the nominees are Becky Lynch, Cody House, Cody Rhodes, Elite Rhea Ripley, the Loveland Frog, Pixie Boot, Roman Reigns, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Trish Stratus, and Wendy Ferguson. This is not even a category with the most nominees. So we do a lot of reading tonight. Look at this rookie class. And the winner is representing the Real Wrestlers, Roman Reigns. That's everybody about
What?
Roman Reigns being the
What?
rookie. That's correct.
Who voted for Roman?
The most people.
You know who voted for Roman.
Oh, we know who voted for Roman.
Yeah, we know. Come on.
Roman
he
got
just-
2 votes, and everyone else just voted for a different one. Yeah,
I can't even remember who I voted for. It was that long ago.
I know exactly who I voted for. I love Waffle House.
I definitely didn't vote for Trish Stratus. Jesus.
I think I may have voted for Loveland Frog. I can't remember.
It was a stacked category, to be sure. And I will say, initially, when I put that together, when I said we're going to nominate a Rookie of the Year, in my mind, I was thinking of brand new characters like Wendy Ferguson or Pixie Boo or Cody House. But then people started submitting things like Roman Reigns and Elite Rhea Ripley. And I was like, I guess I didn't say you. I don't think of them as rookies, but I guess in the context of our league, they most certainly are. And in saying that, I mean, looking at the run Roman had, I can't believe Matt's not here to. I mean, I thought we were going to get to listen to Matt go on and on and on about how good Roman Reigns is.
Thank God.
Honestly, thank God.
Can
Thank
I accept this award on Matt's behalf?
No.
I think you're the last person that should accept the award on that.
Oh, here, no, I got it. Here, I got a choke.
No,
right
no,
here,
no, no.
guys.
Should can.
Actually, yeah, should. Let's
No,
do it.
it goes in the trash can. It goes in the trash
Here, wait, I got
can.
an award right here for
I
Roman
think-
Reigns. It's for Roman Reigns. This one right here. This is for Roman. Congrats on a great season, buddy. Congrats.
You
He is the
know,
champ.
Roman Reigns, I mean,
All
Is
right,
he a-
moving on. Next
is he a
award.
rookie? Is he a rookie in the grand scheme of things? Not at all. But I suppose in the context of this league, most certainly. And when you look at what he accomplished all season long, I mean, to be, I think, the first real, well, maybe not first, but definitely one of the initial big antagonists of the season. I mean, truly a force of nature, undeniable, unavoidable, the thing that the league repeatedly tried and did, I think, for a little bit defeat. But was undeniable through and through. I mean,
He was
stacked
this
category.
league's best sandwich for sure.
Stacked category. I had in my heart, I thought maybe this would have been the Loveland Frogs category.
Me too.
But-
So do I.
But once Roman got nominated, I was like, well, that's undeniable. So congratulations to Roman Reigns and to the Real Wrestlers for their first Watsker win of the night. Matt better show up to this.
He probably isn't. He probably just like botted all these like votes, and then he just is not going to show up.
100%. Put it out there on Jay and Winston's podcast. Hey, can you go vote for me because I didn't win anything? Thanks, guys.
I didn't get a belt.
You know, okay, so that's you mentioned it because I kind of think we'll do this. Is also kind of like the post mortem. Like,
You know, we
Andy
definitely
Cohen
beat down
reunion show.
Matt quite a bit, but that loss to Callum Drift definitely broke something inside his soul. Like
That was brutal.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
And one of the last times we voted on WATCW was my birthday stream, birthday bash, and a scenario very similar to what Shug just described had immediately appeared in the polls for the Real Wrestlers. So much so that I almost canceled the whole gimmick because I was like, wait a minute, Real Wrestlers getting a lot of love in these polls at the birthday bash, but everybody caught up. So it felt good, and I could definitely say, as the only person who knows the results tonight, I think we got pretty good ones. We got pretty trustworthy ones tonight. No chicanery. But Matt better show up if he's going to be winning trophies. Better accept these, or else we're going to give really poor acceptance speeches on his behalf.
I have that trophy again. Did you want me to show it for Matt and Roman Reigns?
Yeah. Can you show us again?
Here it is.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wait. Hold on. Go ahead, show it to us. Show us that trophy. Yay!
New GIF. There you go.
Beautiful. Great. Congratulations to the Trump Chief and the Real Wrestlers. Our next category is for the show of the year. Not a person, but a show.
Ooh, here we go.
Okay.
And the nominees are WatCon 2, Deerfest, Real-Oween Rumble, Tinfoil Turmoil, Fight After Christmas, Joker's Wild, Final Turmoil, and Real Lee-Mania 3. And the winner is, for the show of the year, give it up for Tinfoil Turmoil!
Yes!
Thank you.
They did it! Tinfoil Turmoil.
I accept it with this crumpled up piece of tinfoil because Shug, you're crying. I know it was really emotional.
It was just so in tears right now.
Shug truly did his all to make Tinfoil Turmoil happen.
Hey, you know what? It was just so much fun to book that show. It was just to sit there, to be heard, to make it happen. Just fantastic. I was able to make we were able to make all the fun decisions. I was able to throw out some of my dumb choices, apparently, that Taylor hates so much. And put the Rizzler and Big AJ in the WATCW, which I always, needed to happen. So, Chris, take it away.
Shout out to Connor Breedlove, the captain of
the
Cryptid Cowboys, who was also on that awesome phone call with myself, with Nick, and who is still the OFB, Taylor Cleek. It was great to actually figure that card out, and I do have to give one huge shout out, and I'm so glad he's here with us today. It's Shug Knight 323, back down there in the corner. Who, for all intents and purposes, through War Games, to
he didn't even remember what you're talking about.
Shug, Shug, just so we can remember, Shug played a captain's disadvantage card on Roman Reigns to cut his stats essentially in half, and Roman Reigns was on Shug's team for War Games,
and Shug played one of his weakest wrestlers on his roster.
Yes.
Like statistically,
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
It was incredible, and shout out to the Undertaker, as we all saw in that lovely package, that won that match for us and led to an incredible show and also an incredible moment, a nice little bow with the $2 billion "I'm sorry I love you"
Sorry I love you
match. I'm sorry I love you. But yeah, shout out to Connor who can't be here, but forever in our hearts. He's not dead, I promise. But I love Connor. Love you, buddy. Thank you.
Love Connor. Yeah. CJB.
Connie Worldwide.
Hold it down, baby.
And I don't want to say I don't feel slighted, but I am. It is. I am noticing that this is the only nominated show that I had no hand in booking at all, and maybe new WATCW corporate should reach out to y'all about being bookers for the hypothetical next season. Although I still think it's gonna be just fine. I'm nominated for Booker of the Year tonight, and as good as that show is, Tinfoil Turmoil, as good as that show was, I mean, show of the year. I booked a lot of pretty good shows too, I think. So
absolutely. And you, Taylor, you did have a hand in Tinfoil Turmoil. You shot down a lot of our ideas as well.
You were
I competed on it.
You were the most nominated booker on that whole roster of shows.
Right.
I mean, no one else had nearly that many on that list.
That's a medal for you, buddy. Thank you for being in this category. It's just Tinfoil Turmoil, hell of a show.
I voted for Really Mania. I remember I voted for Really Mania, so
that's real. No pun intended.
I thought Really Mania 3 was pretty good.
Yeah,
very fun. We'll get the glaze for Really Mania 3 is coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Fantastic. Well, Chris, Nick, and indeed Connie Worldwide, congratulations on your first Watsker win of the night, show of the year. Tinfoil Turmoil, only made possible by their victory at War Games, and gave us such incredible moments like the Rizzler and Big Boom AJ.
That was all Nick
arriving at WATCW.
I don't know what that was.
Sorry, I love you. $2 billion, 69th in a lifetime Texas Death Carnival tag match. I mean, it was
Rhea Ripley beating Becky Lynch.
Yeah, 3-on-1 exploding
the 3-on-1 exploding hammers.
Awesome. Or sorry, John Cena, right? I don't know.
Yeah, it was Becky.
Becky Lynch.
It was Super Cena. That was the only way I had any shot.
Well, that match ruled too. A lot of great matches on that show.
It was a great match. China was not even participating in that match either.
Right. For whoever hasn't seen that show, I highly recommend going and watching it on the Watt Gaming channel.
It was very good.
I highly recommend going back and watching every single
Wrestle Hub.
Oh yeah, or you can watch it on Wrestle Hub too. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's all archived on Wrestle Hub. Fantastic.
Wrestle Hub. That's WrestleHub.com.
Use code Watskers for one free month.
Wow, a whole month, a whole golden month is how they're describing it over there. I can't.
Let's not call it golden. I don't want to call it golden.
A golden month.
That's not what it is. That's not what it is
for you coming up. Congratulations, and maybe the first of many for the three of you. Our next category is for the moment of the year. Wow, what faces here? The moment of the year. Pretty broad category. Could be a lot of different things, and I'm going to tell you all the nominees right now. And get comfortable because there's quite a few.
I see Muncher there.
And Muncher not. Call me at next Tinfoil Turmoil. You get Muncher booked, okay? The moment of the year nominees: Shook Knight 323 drafts Dilly Tots, splitting the Tonseract. The Fiend defeats Nacho Libre in their first match of the season. WATCW drops WrestleHub, reveals Waddy the Walrus, not much. Roman Reigns leaves Birthday Bash with 3 championships. Chris and Featured reunite the Tonseract. Loveland Frog wins the People's Championship in his debut. King Moose defeats Stone Cold for the Undisputed Championship at Real Rumble. Becky the Wreck Radis is revealed as the true leader of the Sword. Nick Molbach wins the Rager Rick Radis Memorial Rumble. And Ada Wong and Bianca Belair make history/herstory by defeating the Tonseract. I felt like I was reading like a slam poem there or something. That's a lot of different information, nominees, and moments. Which of those moments was voted as the best of the year? And the winner. Suge Knight 323 drafts Dilly Tots, splitting the Tonseract. A moment that helped define the entire season. Congratulations on your shared Watsker. It's so great the two of you go up on stage to hold that trophy together after all the memories you made this season. And before we get into it, why don't we take a look back at the moment of the year? He'll draft the final member of El Diablo de Patas to compete in the Twitch division. I thought I knew at one point who that would be, and now I couldn't possibly guess who he's going to pick.
Well, there's obviously I had a thing going, but we made a left turn because I wanted to kind of I really wanted to get some guys together. But now I'm kind of back on that theme, you know, and I could go Damian Priest. We could go Rey Mysterio. I was thinking about Godzilla, now that Nick said him, because we don't know if he's Mexican. He kind of crossed the border.
Japanese. Definitely Japanese.
Hey, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter to ICE right now. They still try to deport him.
True.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Our regulars out there, you know,
Legend.
I was thinking about him, but I think I'm gonna go with somebody, and he's not in my theme, but the name just pops out to me. Okay, so I like to give a welcome to the El Diablo by saying, "Dilly Dilly, I am taking Dilly Ties."
A hugely controversial choice. Because Suge Knight has just split up arguably the greatest WATCW tag team of all time in the Tazerac. Dilly Tots becomes a solo performer in the Twitch division for El Diablo de Patas. That's a huge. And you can see in that moment, oh my God, where is everybody? Hold on. Where is everybody?
We're in the back room.
Hello?
Someone drew the curtain.
Hello? Are we here?
Where is everybody?
I used my one wish willow to make us all disappear.
You can see in that moment that it's huge to all of us, but I do wonder in that moment, Shug, did you know you had done something huge, or did you just pick a name off a list?
Honestly, I'll be 100% honest with you. There was a master plan, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was having fun, and I had an idea, and then I just screwed it up because I drafted Dilly, and then I let him go, which was the dumbest thing in the world. That gave Chris the damn championship.
Thank you.
Did you know what you did when you dropped them as the Twitch champion? Like, did you realize your mistake, or what were you?
Yes, afterwards. Because I was so focused on trying to get Rick Radis back into WATC, in here, I wasn't paying attention, and I dropped Dilly. So not only did I make moment of the year, but I also screwed myself. Typical me. But I'm glad Dilly had success. Unfortunately, it was with Chris. I didn't want him to be with Chris. I'd rather it be with Feature or Nick. Obviously not Matt. And I will say this, Matt Thomas, you can go screw yourself. I won something. You will not.
Maybe I should have fought harder for the Diablo de Patas.
Yeah, I wish you would have. It's okay though. It's okay.
It was a good story.
We're more aligned than I thought.
Exactly.
If I can jump in on the moment itself, Matt. Shout out to Matt again. I know we're dogging him, Matt. We love you, buddy. But it's
sweet dreams out there.
Matt really sells it. Where I think he's the first one to say like Shook split up the Tottseract. And I think it was in that moment when Matt Styles was like, oh shit. Like I just thought it was funny that I knew Shook had no idea what the hell he just did. Right. He was just drafting people. And when Matt's like, split up the Tottseract, it's like, oh shit. And I know Taylor was pissed off.
Well, Taylor's face
freaking out.
Taylor's face immediately hit, and then he's so stunned that like Matt is yelling. Like it's just like, it's a good moment.
I was panicking for
everyone's faces was like because it like took a moment, and then we all like oh no, like
I wasn't sure where it was gonna go because I was like, on one hand, either somebody like knows ball and is drafting Dilly and Meta, and that's their tag team.
I wish you would have told me that. I should have.
Because season one, I didn't expect everybody to have like the inside track on season one and to remember all the moments and the names and what the lore was. And it really, in a meta sense, shouldn't really matter, no pun intended, should really matter anyway, right? Like, just because these two characters were good here doesn't guarantee they're going to be good here. Like that legacy is going to come over with them. Miraculously, it did. But, as the draft is continuing, I mean, that I believe, I could be wrong, my memory might be off, but I believe Suge saying Dilly was the last draft pick of the whole night. He did it all the way there, and I'm sitting there going, okay,
it's the other one. Nobody drafted the two of them, and that's fine because I still get to keep the Tides Direct. They're a free agent team. They're going to be in the tournament. They might even have like a bye. Like maybe the winner tournament faces them in the final. Like maybe they just skip to the end, right? And you picking Dilly completely ruined all of those. But here's what's incredible. This is what I loved about it. It's literally the first broadcast of the season. It's draft night 1, and I think it is the moment of the year because it changed truly everything. You don't do that. The season is empirically different. I mean, we did a whole different story with Dilly over here and Meta's over here, and Dilly doesn't want to be on your faction, and Meta can't find a home, and then he gets possessed by an evil hag, and they fight each other, and what made it so I remember Dilly too. You texted me that night, and you were shook, like not in a playing a long way. You're like, I don't know what my role is if I'm not in that team and I'm on this faction. And I told you, look, I know this is not what you wanted, but the fact that you guys are apart is going to make it so much more meaningful when you reunite. And I wasn't sure that was ever going to happen, but Chris and Feature did bring it all together. So I do agree. This was, I mean, that's the beautiful of wrestling. The beauty of wrestling, even virtual wrestling, is like rolling with the punches, pivoting against your will, and that pivot could take you to an amazing moment that you would never have gotten to otherwise. So while Shook threw the ultimate curveball with that draft night, I think it is so intrinsic to the DNA of what happened this season. So I agree. It's a fantastic nominee for a moment of the year. And I do. And if I'm saying what I voted for, I won't do that every time, but I definitely voted for that one.
Nice. I can't remember what I voted for that one, but I do want to jump in real quick because Shug has to go in a couple minutes.
Yes.
And so Shug, because you were so chaotic, you were like never around you, but when you would pop up, you would just have almost so little clue what was going on that it would just throw a wrench in anything that was going on, other than it was guaranteed you were going to try to screw over Matt. Like that was like the one thing. So for you having to spend time away and focus on family, and also because you had to, just hand it to Matt, I'm going to give you the number one dad award. If you send me your address, I'll mail this to you so you can have a number one dad award.
Appreciate that. You are amazing. I will say this, and I don't know if maybe I've talked to Taylor about this. I actually text two people that I think, Nick, you were one of them. I don't know if you ever responded. You never responded to me. But the original person I wanted to screw over was actually Chris Lopez. I was going to go after him this season.
I did. Wait, I don't remember ever getting a text message from you.
Yeah, I took your number from the group and I texted you and I said, do you want to go in on me with me to go after Chris?
Oh.
And you never responded to me.
Wow.
Wow. No, it's okay. Yeah,
another history-changing moment because
I'll actually screenshot it. Then I text Chris, and he never responded to me.
What? Wow. That's a load of baloney. Hold on.
Wait, what did you
text messages?
Wait, you wanted to screw over Chris? Who did you text Chris to screw over?
I text Chris to screw over, obviously, Matt. Like, we have a common enemy. Nobody responded to me. So then I reached out to Taylor, and I just said, look, I'm screwing over Matt all season.
No results.
Taylor advised me against it. He really did. I'll give Taylor that. He's a good booker. He said, don't do this.
No, did it.
I'll screenshot it.
I didn't always say that. I tried to encourage your chaos whenever I thought it made sense, but there was definitely some shrug texts that I said that we can't do that. but one of them was bringing Ricardo Radisson. That was a 100% sugar.
Biggest mistake of my life, because I should have never dropped Dilly. Because going back to the whole moment of the thing, Dilly won the Twitch championship right after that when I had him. And then I dropped him like an idiot with the championship.
While I had the belt.
Yeah. I had the championship. I was so focused on getting Rick Radis back in the league. It was the dumbest mistake. I should have left him dead.
Didn't you drop another person later on that had a championship? or no? Or
Well, what's fascinating is then later in the season, Connor dropped Hank Hill while also still holding
that's
the
what it
Twitch
was.
championship.
That's what it was. Yeah,
It's a cursed
and the
title.
tag team champions, right?
Hank?
Well, he switched. He switched one of the champions.
Oh, right.
One of the people. He switched out the
Shawn Michaels
Xenomorph. Yeah.
Again, not that I wasn't trying, but I was not paying attention. So screwed myself. But anyway, I got to get out of here. I appreciate all of you. It was a great season. I really enjoyed it.
It was a good time.
Feature, Nick, Dilly, seeing you in the chat was always a pleasure. Obviously,
Likewise.
Chris, you're my brother. I love you to death. Taylor,
Love you, buddy.
I love you. It was a great time. I know I gave you a headache. My apologies. I tried to make it fun.
It was
Matt
great.
Thomas. I will look in the camera and say, I love you too. And I'm sorry if I gave you a hard time all season. I really do. But also too.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you,
Number one
Shug.
dad, Shug.
Number one dad.
Number one dad.
Number
one dad. Someone
I do-
send Shug's address to featured with
Yeah,
haste.
I will 100% mail that to him.
And
I just
I
need his
will
address.
I will update the record books to in fact say that Shug got the number one dad Watsker this season. Who knows,
Damn
we'll
right.
get it, who knows we'll get it next season, but it's definitely him. And again, also something I will say, and I joked about before, is that WATCW this season really was pro wrestling booker simulator to me, all the way down to handling the backstage drama and
So
stopping people
much beef,
from wanting to
yeah.
kill each other. And then a lot of it definitely comes from Shug's text messages of me going like, "Hey, let's cool it, bud." I'm very fascinated to peek into the alternate timelines where Nick texts Shug back and they form an unholy alliance to like stop Chris from winning. That would have been something to see.
Yeah, but Nick was like, he had a bond immediately. Like he had an alliance with Matt. They were like sharing all their cards with each other, and they were plotting and scheming and talking and stuff all the time. Like,
And imagine, like, I mean, if Nick with that, I mean, all it took was one text, and we could have carried over a storyline from season 1 of WATCW.
Okay, for one, I just copied and pasted Shug's phone number into my messages. I got no message, and I don't believe that you did either, Chris.
I did not.
Second of all, I would like to set the record straight that there was no colluding going on in the background. Trust me, if there was,
Matt
if
told
there was,
me and Taylor in a call after one of the events or whatever.
Man.
Oh yeah, we knew each other.
That you guys were like that you were sharing all this info.
Featured,
and all this
do you
other
think
stuff,
that? Do you think that I would have lost as much as I freaking did if I was colluding with anybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
If there
You were cursed. I cursed you until you
there
gave
was
me
collusion.
the fiends, and you didn't give me the fiends. So you
All
went
right, featured Hausen.
If there was collusion, we
He stole my
let
gimmick.
it slide because
He stole my gimmick.
It didn't benefit.
No, it's the
benefit
salty
anybody.
Cinnabite. Come on.
The salty Cinnabite.
The salty Cinnabite, he's still cooking and the season's over.
He's
That's
somewhere.
an old one. That's a classic one.
They're somewhere in the other room. I don't know. I think I might have sold the puppet on eBay at this point. Needed the money, but yeah,
He's not in the Munch House somewhere. You don't think?
Yeah.
it's either
We're
that
all
or I
in the
saved it in a
Munch
box.
I
And
will
when-
tell you that Cinnabites
Use
are
this
definitely
symbol.
in the Munch House. Just believe it.
Oh no! All right.
I don't know what that means.
Pretty sure
It's
that
all right,
puppet
we're on-
might be Bunch's cousin.
We're on Wrestle
Oh,
Hub. It's
uh-oh.
okay.
That's
Oh,
true. That's true. A golden month on Wrestle Hub.
no, stop that.
Use code Watskers.
Yeah, check out the House of Munch on Wrestle Hub.
Wrestle Hub
With a
original.
Golden month.
No, don't Google that.
The House of Munch is very verified on Wrestle Hub.
No,
No.
it's got a check mark, but it's
It's not even iffy. It's 100%.
It's original programming.
I knew exactly what I was getting
Uh-huh.
myself into when naming
What's
that.
he doing back? What has he got?
He's back.
I
Number one
went,
dad.
I went to go look at the messages.
Okay.
Who did you message?
Here's the issue that I just realized what happened.
Okay.
I never sent the message to Nick or Chris. All I sent was a little a gift that says, "Would you like to form an alliance?" And the messages were left in the message thing.
That's
So I
awesome.
So you never
apologize.
hit send?
So I never
It's
hit
okay.
send.
Don't tell them.
But there is a gift right there. If you see it, Jim, would you like to form an alliance? Right there.
I'm gonna look for that.
To Chris
But you never
Anthony
hit
Logan.
send.
No, it's to
Oh,
Chris.
it's to Chris.
Then Nick,
okay.
I copied your number from the group message. I never hit send because I didn't have your number saved. It
Yeah.
deleted it. So I had to go to my delete box
That's real.
and see your number without the name Nick. So I apologize, Nick. I did try to form an alliance with you. I'm telling you, I screwed up this year. Okay, I really screwed up.
At least twice.
Typical dad messing up technology. Number one dad.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
All good, my friend.
Later,
All good.
Shug. Number one dad right there.
Number one dad.
He could have been the higher
Even comes
power
in with
this
the
whole
tech
time.
mess ups. Number one dad.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
That's awesome.
Are we ever going to get a resolution to that story? Probably not, but we'll see.
I think we learned the higher power was Munch this whole time.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
All right, let's move on to our next category, shall we?
Let's do it.
And it's another one with a lot to read, so get comfortable. Our next category, it's a big one. Match of the year. Look how many people are on this graphic.
So many matches.
Every single person on there is involved in a match of the year nomination. It's nominated by all of
Why the
you.
hell are Seth Rollins and Triple H on there? Sorry.
Well, I'll get there.
What
What was the match
are my
of the year?
terrible tag team people doing there? What's going on?
The nominees are WatCon 2 Men's World Championship, Roman Reigns versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Halloween Riot 3 Twitch Championship Casket Match, Dilly Tots versus Metarak. Tuesday Turmoil People's Championship Cage Match, Dilly Tots versus Roman Reigns versus Stone Cold Steve Austin ×2 because it was restarted. That's a twofer. Birthday Bash Men's World Championship Hell in a Cell Triple Threat, Nacho Libre versus Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Tinfoil Turmoil Women's World Championship, 3-on-1 Exploding Hammers Handicap Match, Super Cena with Becky Lynch versus Elite Rhea Ripley, Kayla Marie T in China. Tinfoil Turmoil World Tag Championship, El Regular and Ultimate Warrior versus the Todzeract versus Seth Rollins and Triple H. Tinfoil Turmoil, Sorry I Love You, Texas Tornado, Death Tag, 69th of a Lifetime, $2 billion, Kids at Heart versus Nasty World. Tuesday Turmoil, People's Championship, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Dilly Tots versus Randy Orton versus the Loveland Frog. That was the Frog's debut. Tuesday Turmoil, Iron Woman Triple Threat, Elite Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch versus Pixie Boot. Final Turmoil, World Tag #1 Contendership Match, Ada Wong and Bianca Belair versus the Mothman and the Jersey Devil versus Marty Supreme and Howie Bling versus Randy Orton and Cocaine. Really Mania 3, the Quadruple R, Rager Rick Radis Memorial Rumble, and Really Mania 3 World Tag Team Championship, the Todzeract versus Ada Wong and Bianca Belair. I'll go ahead and take a deep breath here. And the winner is of Match of the Year, as voted on by all of you. Really Mania 3 Quadruple R, the Rager, Rick Radis Memorial Rumble. Wow, there it is, the final
What?
of the match of the year. And there is the winner of the match of the year.
I'm shocked. My favorite moment of that match was when Chris jumped like 3 feet in the air into my lap during the during when I won.
Only on Wrestle
It was
Yeah.
awesome, and yeah, we recreated it for Wrestle Hub. Anyway, so my favorite, it was so much fun. Honestly, it's like a regular Royal Rumble where the final two are in like a match within a match. Like every once in a while you get down to that final two of that redacted company's name, their Rumble match, and like you get something special out of it. And the fact that we did that was pretty amazing. My favorite part was when Art the Clown came out as Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice.
And then also came out again.
Truly not
so-
a scripted or planned event. I don't even understand
managed
why
to
or how
lose.
that happened. I was legit. I was shoot mad about that. I was like, the fuck? That's not. I put Raquel in this stupid match. What the hell?
And I thought
You got
literally
clowned
from the moment that I walked in there that I was going to lose. I kind of felt like Lana in that Survivor Series match where she won by literally not even getting tagged into the match. You know, and it was a great way. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's a great way to end the year because we still had some matches that we won afterwards, but it just, you know, felt good. And anybody else? I mean, everybody was involved with that match, so you know.
Watching you when I mean the second you entered, I think because you were the last captain to enter the match, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
Yes, because every single time that there would be another entrant, I was going crap.
Yeah,
right, because we kept getting the numbers wrong.
Last, right?
And I was worried because of the Art the Clown glitch. I thought you weren't gonna. I was like, "Who is number 30? Who's gonna come out?" Like, I was so.
I hope
freaked
I was
out.
Art the Clown. Honestly, that would be so much better.
I was trying to track.
This
Was like,
is
is
a dream of
anybody else
mine.
missing? Like, is Art the Clown gonna come out a third time? Like, I was so freaked out. And you know, when these Rumble matches too. I mean, same with the Real Rumble and Real Halloween Rumble. It's like, you know, you can't really control or manipulate it. You just hope, like, you want to have fun and put a lot of interesting people in, but you just hope like that winner like makes sense. Like who, like, you know what I mean? It's like if it would, I can't think of it. You know, if Raquel Rodriguez had one, right, that would have been a big bummer. She wasn't in it at all, but if she had, it would have been a big bummer. You want to have a winner that makes sense. It gives a big moment and feels like something you can work with in the future. Like Kayla winning the Real Rumble was such a relief for me, you know, in my position, and you winning that. I mean, that one, you know, it was to memorialize a fallen legend, and it's somebody that you had teamed with in season 1. And I felt like you were a winner that made sense and gave us a big moment in the room after a season of challenges and strife. You won, and because you won, you truly made it feel like a big one. It was big.
Yeah,
it was awesome, Nick.
To even make this better. An issue I was having all season long because I was not a subscriber to What Real Entertainment on Twitch. To all of our Twitch viewers, you missed my acceptance speech because there was a 90-second break.
Prime sub, baby.
Everybody. So that means subscribe, and you'll miss big moments like that.
Nick, I will. You said there was a match at the very end, and don't get me wrong, the El Regular and Nick Molbach match kicked ass.
That series was crazy.
It rules. Yeah. It rules. However,
that was a great like match between those final two.
It was. I thought
it was going back so crazy. I was like, did Taylor like boost Nick's stats to make this happen? Because Nick was like going crazy in that match. I was like, there's no way. Like he had to just fully boost all the stats. It was like,
as was regular. Like, let's shout it out. Like the two of y'all were,
it was back and forth.
I was genuinely on the edge of my seat. I was screaming. It was in the clip show. I was screaming during that match.
It was awesome.
And
lest we forget, Lady Bigfoot, who was the second to last eliminated. That triple threat that y'all had,
super finisher,
ass. The super finisher that Nick took, and literally everyone in the room was like, "Oh, Nick's gonna lose because he took the super finisher," and lo and behold, Nick still won.
Yeah, that was nuts.
And it was 30.
As someone who took a super finisher and then lost to the frog, the Loveland Frog, I was like, "What?"
The frog.
Connor breed love with those super finishers, huh?
Yeah,
shout out.
Oh, those cryptids know how to do a super finisher. Good
match in the category though. There was a ton of great matches.
It was a great year
throughout the whole season. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't vote for the Rumble because of the moment that we all saw in the clip show, me literally jumping into Nick's arms when he won. But my personal favorite was I believe it was Tinfoil Turmoil, it was Birthday Bash, the first match that had the Tesseract reunited, the tornado tag match, with Dilly and Meta just cleaning house and not even being eliminated, no pins, no submissions. They kicked ass, and there was that. And I saw that edit, Taylor, in the hype package, that the last two finishes were very exciting.
Finish,
yes, it was awesome. It kicked a lot of ass. If the Rumble didn't happen, I would have totally voted for that. But the Rumble was just fucking spectacular. I loved it.
Yeah, the Rumble and then the tag match between Ada and Bianca at the end and snagging the belt from the Tesseract was like my final two. Like I was like, just because of like they were both huge moments. Like
They matter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they matter.
Ada
It mattered.
actually is my first match of the season was against Ada, and she put me down easy, and so it was just a running.
Wow.
There's lore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
We
a
didn't even
running.
pay attention to the lore.
Yeah, because it was a running joke. Because then I went against Shaq, I went against Mr. X, and I kept just like monster after monster kept going down, and I was like, I'm just a sucker for Ada Wong. I can't beat Ada Wong. And so when Ada Wong and Bianca Belair,
that wasn't even planned on my part. I didn't even.
Yeah,
think
I
about
was
that.
like in my head, I was like, if I'm gonna lose, if me and Metaract are gonna lose, it's because I can't beat Ada Wong. I'm just
wow.
She's your foil. I'm so
red
glad
dress.
you could join us and put those pieces together. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
that.
like
Yeah.
that was that. There's just so much going on. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it
that's
was like
crazy.
an early running joke that I was like, yeah, I'm a witcher. Put a monster in front of me, I know exactly what to do with it. Put a woman in front of me, I'm like, what do I do with it?
And that's why he fits so well into the Heartbreakers, because
Yeah.
the do shit in the women's division all year.
Yeah, I fit right in. Like, I
Did you
can't
guys
see
have
anything.
someone? Did you guys have someone in the women's division?
Kayla won the belt for us and then lost
yeah.
the first defense.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what cinched it for me. And then, of course, she goes to the Cenobites and wins the fucking Rumble. So I was like, okay, great.
Yeah, but who won the final match?
Oh hell!
Sorry.
Elite Ripley.
Oh,
Who I actually was. That was one of the people I was on the fence of having my vote for the Rookie of the Year, because I thought Elite Rhea Ripley was such a great, just like heel in every sense of the word. Everyone hated Elite Rhea Ripley, but she was devastating in the women's division. In that, like
eventually,
but that
took
was
a while.
that almost is what made it like more problematic, because Nick just kept sleeping. Like, you know what? Nope, we're not trading. We're just let it ride, like whatever.
Right.
And then she just came out of nowhere and just started wrecking shit. And it was the longest con that you could have played. But I thought she was great for that reason. She was a wind up toy in every sense of it. She just took a minute to get going.
Yeah, once tinfoil turmoil happened and the belt got stripped from Becky, and it was just like the 3-on-1, and it was just like, oh my god. Like, I was like, well, my best shot is to play this crazy ass Super Cena card, but then it still was a tough match and still lost.
Match of the year,
and then
match of the year nomination.
Yeah, and then
really fun match. Really fun.
A great match, but
and that triple threat. Lest we forget that the Iron Woman triple threat.
That was my match of the year, personally.
That match was so fun. Oh my god.
I still can't get, when I was putting that in the clip show, I still can't get over it. Truly, to rewatch it back and see, it truly was 1 second away.
That's that ref running around the other way to do the tap, literally was the second. If the ref just got down and counted it.
If that ends in a draw, if I go back to where my head was at, that means Elite Rhea Ripley doesn't challenge for the title at Joker's Wild. Lady Bigfoot challenges Trish in a singles match, and the winner of that faces Kayla at Really Mania. So that second changes the landscape forever, and Elite Rhea Ripley goes to the end with the title. It's the last thing that happens in season 2.
I mean, this league is full of that. I distinctly remember a lot of my matches where we've seen at least 2 matches across both seasons, or 2 matches a season rather, with the Tadzeract, where there's rope breaks not called, or there's ref not starting a count, where similar sort of thing where they're walking in place and we're like, count it.
If you think it's frustrating to watch moments like that, now imagine if you were actually playing this fucking game.
Right. but I think we all can remember seeing someone with a hand hanging off of rope and ref is still counting it, and we're just like, what are you doing?
That's me in the clip of Rhea and Kayla, because that's 100%.
Yeah. You were like the rope.
I'm not taking anything away from her, because she hit her with 3 finishers, it was done deal. But we should have had another. We should have had a 4th, because that was a rope break.
Right?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Well, having mentioned Super Cena a couple of moments ago, I think that's a perfect segue into our next category of the night, which is Best Advantage or sabotage play of the year. And the nominees are: Feature Films makes Roman Reigns wear a sandwich costume at Deerfest. Suge restarts the People's Championship cage match at Tuesday Turmoil. Suge cuts Roman Reigns' stats in half at War Games. Feature Film swaps Becky Lynch with Super Cena at Tinfoil Turmoil. Nick turns Elite Rhea Ripley into Lily the Doll at the Fight After Christmas. And lastly, Suge sets a time limit on the Women's World Championship Elimination Chamber match. And the winner of the best / sabotage of the year, Suge restarts the People's Championship match at Tuesday Turmoil. He did it after it being half of the nominees in this category. By restarting that match, he wins another Watsker here tonight, in addition to being the #1 dad. Congratulations to Suge, who's no longer here in person, but perhaps in spirit. Congrats on another massive win. And I truly, I mean, that I think that was perhaps nominated. I just read them off. I think that perhaps was nominated for Moment of the Year as well. And then I will also say, I mean, look, it's not a coincidence that Suge is, again, half of the nominees on this category, because Sabotage Advantage was his game to play. It wasn't Fantasy Faction War. It was, how could I sabotage the Fantasy Faction War? It was like a mechanic I knew he was going to love. Everybody's dying. Is everybody okay? Everybody's leaving. It's a rapture.
I'm good. I'm still here.
I will say this one is made for a great moment. Strategically, I don't know if it's the best sabotage, because it doesn't really benefit him in any way.
No.
But it gave
Taylor, could you run me through this one again, because I don't honestly remember it.
I'm so glad you asked. Here you go.
And now Austin's going to try to escape. Dilly and Roman are down, and Austin's going to the top. Whoa, you can see he's mashing that meter, and it's filling up quick. Holy shit. Austin's at the top of the cage.
That's the game. That's it.
Roman's to his feet. Roman's to his feet. He's got to fill it again. If this Roman could reach him. Can he get him? Oh, no, he's done it. Austin's getting out. Austin's getting out. Dilly bashes his head. Wait, Dilly's just beating up Roman for fun. Dilly out of anger and frustration.
I can respect this one.
Stone Cold retains the People's Championship here tonight.
Wait a minute. Real People's Champ.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Is he doing it?
This match has been restarted by Suge Knight 323.
Yes, Suge! Yes, Suge!
By way of the card he won in the Trick or Treat Street Fight at Halloween Riot.
Suge didn't want you getting those points.
I knew once he texted you the first time.
This match has restarted. Thank you to Suge Knight 323, who's not even in this match.
And I mean, what better way to go out and wrestle hub than someone getting fucked?
Wait a minute.
Pixie in the chat.
What?
Yeah! Let's go!
What?
Oh, there's a pin? What?
Roman 2 bouts!
Yeah!
What on earth? So Suge plays that card, having wanted to screw over Chris and Matt, restarts the match, and Matt wins. The most mysterious man in the faction war.
There we have it. That's really what I was saying, right? It's maybe not the most strategically sound sabotage, but it made for a great moment. He wins that sabotage card at Halloween Riot. I think that was
right
literally
before. It was the next.
I think that was the very next show. And I mean, it's so funny to think like how in the hands of anybody else, that's like such a powerful tool to use at the most opportune moment. He's like, I think I'm going to burn it right now on a match that my people are even in, just so they remember that I'm there.
True Suge fashion.
And it made for a great moment. Personally, I mean, I do think.
I mean, I hated it.
I think Suge probably like wins this regardless. Because I mean, again, to give what I voted for, it was a Suge category, and I'm glad he still managed to win. Like, didn't split his own votes like too many directions and then lose. And he's also the number one dad. Him setting the time limit on the women's world title elimination chamber match, for my money, is the best.
Oh, that was so good.
Strategic, and again, I don't even know.
That was a good strategy.
I don't even know if he
That was
knew
so
how
good.
strategic it was to take a match that is guaranteed to last a really long time and go and let's make it last 10 minutes. And Trish even gets, because it's elimination, she gets eliminated from it, but because it ends, it times out. There is no winner, and she keeps the title. So like that one, strategically sound, benefited him. It was a huge headache for me when he texted me that. There's a couple sabotages this season when people text me and I go, oh my god, because I don't even remember writing some of these cards. Like I've written them like 9-10 months ago, and I'm like, oh my god, I wrote that. Like what I thought was a powerful card then in present day is like, oh my god, that's way too powerful, and people are gonna get so mad when they hear what happened. And I had to talk Suge down. He was like, I want the elimination chamber to be 5 minutes. I was like, can we please do 10 minutes so at least everybody can be in the match? And he did agree
you had
to
to
it.
set the time.
It was increments of like from 5 to 30 minutes. You could set the time limit.
Wow.
So for him to play it there,
It's
I
a
was
crazy
like,
card.
I was like, that is genius that you're using it here. But regardless, he wins for restarting the People's Championship cage match, which still provided an incredible moment. And maybe it did benefit him in some weird cosmic way. Who am I to say? He got his jollies at the very least.
Other than, I don't know, just being pure chaos, because it didn't hurt Matt and it didn't hurt Chris. It hurt me.
I mean, it hurt my feelings. I have to watch Dilly lose twice. Like I didn't love that. Like that sucked.
I loved it.
If we can use this time to spotlight the captain's cards that Taylor gave us right when the season started. He's like, hey guys, use these at your own use, whenever you want to. You don't have to, because I know there's a card I think I never played that we can talk about later if we want to. But my shock was every time a captain's card got played and Taylor got to announce it, whether it was on stream or in the group chat, the captain's group chat, I was stunned at how powerful some of these cards were and how I got the shaft when it came to these cards. I'm like, granted, I know I got some pretty powerful cards in regards to picking players up at random whenever I chose besides the draft. But when I see featured have the Super Cena card or Suge's out here, Sandwich Gate, there's the Prime Bottle, there's all these other stat boosts or decreases. I'm like, what the hell? Where were these cards for me? And I'm over here like I get to summon a manifestation. No,
yeah.
Oh, I know. Good I won. Lord. But it was still like, what the?
You could have won better.
Yeah, you're right.
I was just shocked that like these are even things that were even feasible. Like a time limit card. Like again, Taylor didn't tell us everyone else's cards unless you were Nick and Matt and you told each other you guys' cards. Mm-hmm. But it was.
What can I say?
Like even the cards that we were discussing for trades.
While we were doing our trade. But
right.
That was
the trade. The one trade that happened this whole year.
The one trade. Yeah.
Thank you.
The advantage sabotage system.
You're welcome. Put my name on that belt. Put my name on that belt.
When I
real small.
When I unlocked this mechanic creatively, like really put this whole concept together, because I really wanted it to feel like a game. I didn't want it to just be like, y'all pick your teams, they get booked, and it is it's fantasy faction war, but I wanted you to have like continued agency in it and input on it. So when I had this idea, I was like, this is it. And I wrote so many cards. Some I kept, some I threw out, some I did immediately figure out were too overpowered. Like Restart the Match was a card I was just going to give away in the decks, for example. And I quickly realized that's too strong. Stuff, some needed to be awarded throughout the season. But it is true. I wrote some of those and at the time didn't realize how strong they were, and then they would get sent back to me to use, and I'd be like, oh no, what was I thinking in March when I had that idea? And I'm still, by the way, like I still open up my notes app every couple of days and have an idea for a new one. I go, well, make sure I don't forget that one. That could be fun. Right. Like, and they were totally random. There were no duplicates in these cards. And, I listed them on a huge list.
And then I just hit I put them in a randomizer and hit shuffle, and then just broke them up into groups from there. And I reshuffled a couple. If any group felt like it was too powerful together or too samey together, I'd reshuffle until I felt like that's a good mix. But no two decks were the same in like any real way. So it was very exciting to see how some of these guys.
Unless you're Chris Anthony Lopez, I mean, come on.
I thought I had the worst card. I was.
Hey, you figured it out. You made it work.
Chris Anthony
we
Lopez
know.
is a poker player. He doesn't matter what hand he's dealt. He knows how to play him. You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
right.
That's
Damn right. Damn right, Dilly.
And you did have a really interesting one that you never played. I
Yeah.
think that's what you were alluding to. And if you can share it if you want, you don't have to.
There was it was
Season's over. Spill. Come on.
it was my last card. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the verbiage of it. Because it involved a character from the game that I had to ask Taylor about. Here it is. Summon the manifestation for one night to replace one of your wrestlers. If it wins, it will siphon points from the losing faction. Must be played at least 1 hour before the next stream. I had no idea what the hell the manifestation was, so I had to ask Taylor, and Taylor was like, "It's a thing from the game." I looked it up, and I'm like, "I don't want this." And then Taylor's like, "The overall is 88." I'm like, "This shit's gonna get its ass beat by whatever the hell, by whatever the hell I put it against." So I never used it.
It's a sick freaking monster, and I was excited to see it arrive in the league this year, and it never happened. Maybe another time. Maybe
It's stuck in the heartbreak vault. It's stuck there.
In an alternate world where somehow we don't stop Roman and Matt's in the lead, you could have played that. I would have played my Super Cena on one of the wrestler on that wrestler. He would have been Super Cena that steals points.
In a triple threat. That's smart. Maybe I got to the second I got close, I was like, I gotta start playing strategically. I don't want to implant a possible loss, because in my head that was an instant loss card because of my conversation with Taylor about the manifestation. But who knows?
I tanked so much early on in the season because I was still in the lead in the beginning, that like by the time you kind of started hitting your stride and just kind of taking off, no one had any cards left to stop you. And I was just like, damn it. Like
it was Heartbreak Fest. Deer Fest is what changed.
Heartbreak Fest really was Heartbreak Fest.
Absolutely. We didn't know at the time, but now we do.
And I'll give a quick shout out to, it wasn't nominated, but the first Advantage or Sabotage card that was played all season. The one who was brave enough to start playing the game for real. He's not here. But Connor Breelove plays the first ever Advantage card, which again I think would have been really powerful in a different circumstance. But the card was that his character got to switch places with one of his own wrestlers in a match, and y'all's characters were all perfect, maxed out 100 overall stats. And he used it on a gauntlet match that he was then the first entrant in, and I think it was eliminated first as well. I mean, he could have used that in a title match somewhere and could have totally done a lot of damage. So that was one of those ones where I was like, oh man, in the right circumstance, that could have been a hell of a moment. But he was the first one to be brave enough to play one of those cards, because it did take a little while, I feel like. But the one I always cite for when it really starts, and it was nominated, is Sandwich Gate. And I wouldn't have argued with it winning, because Roman Reigns putting on that sandwich costume.
The Roman burger was
was so much heat. Matt was so mad.
Oh my god.
Genuine. I mean, that also
that's
is
when
like,
the tinfoil came out.
Exactly. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's when it started. Yeah.
So
that's when tinfoil started.
Wait a minute.
Sandwich Gate.
Yeah, because I played it not in my match. I wasn't in the match.
Right.
I played it just to stop Roman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was what Roman and
Nacho
Roman and Austin fought for the initial belt.
Right.
Roman won.
Yeah.
And Roman won, and then his first title defense, he goes up against Nacho, and I was like, fuck him, and immediately slapped down that fucking sandwich card.
Well, the Heartbreakers felt like a really safe bet to like tank some points into at the time.
Yeah.
Honestly, especially with the way Matt was doing with Roman. So it made sense.
So I did that, and then I was like, okay, and then
because
Matt took away like a good 10, 15 points of mine through several cards or something. Like it was rough.
That one card, I genuinely think changed the trajectory for the Heartbreakers, solely because Like, not only that it sunk Roman, and I knew if I had an ally throughout this entire season, it was Featured, because I think Featured was the one that so Honorary Heartbreaker, Featured film. But that show, or like that
Your name
match,
is on the belt. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
right? It's etched in there very small, but it's there.
Yeah.
But that one show, because it gave me the confidence with Nacho to really dive into like the whole lore of the character, and it jump started the Heartbreakers into what they ended up becoming. So that Sandwich Gate, if I remember correctly, I voted for Sandwich Gate selfishly because of what it did for me, but also that became a running, not a gag, I should say, but a running point that we all kept referring back to. Matt would refer back to it. Featured
For
would.
quite
I would.
a while.
Like, it would go
until the tinfoil got too much, and then
right. And I'm so glad you mentioned the tinfoil, Dilly, because Tinfoil Thomas. That's where that came from. That's where that came from.
Yeah, no, that totally was.
Yeah, because then
that
next
was the
match,
fire
like,
that was pumping out the steam that just kept
he was
the engine
pissed.
running.
He was so mad.
Because we played
You're
something
welcome.
else against Roman later, didn't I? Like I forget.
I think we all played cards against Roman at some point.
Roman was a sabotage magnet because that's what it took to keep him.
Yeah.
From I mean, God, he was triple belted and he wins the men's title at the end of the year when in the one instance where he couldn't have been sabotaged anymore.
Yeah.
He gets those belts back. And to me, this was that Sandwich Gate was the one that, like, the energy shift. I felt like the game really begins there where everybody goes, oh shit, that's what you can do with these things. And now I'm locking in, and I'm going to be really wise and strategic about how I play this, because now it matters. I remember,
I thought every single week, every week, every match that I was in, I was looking at stuff. I was looking at other people's points. I was truly trying to strategize with my cards and try to like take down stuff. Like I was trying. I was playing that game.
But shout out,
and I got second. So,
which means you played a good game.
Shout out Sugar, and he just got his internet cut. Look at that.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you say the name.
Yeah.
It's like a sabotage card.
As Chris freezes, I think he's connected to a hotspot on the Heartbreaker bus. As Chris closed, and if he can hear us, that feels like as good a time as any to roll on ahead to the next category at tonight's Watskers. And the next one is the best promo of the year. And the nominees are WatCon 2, Matt Hijacks features promo before Roman versus Austin. Tuesday Turmoil. Matt says Pixie Boot is golden. Tuesday Turmoil. Welcome to Nick's Funhouse. Deerfest. Nick's Funhouse news report. War Games. The OFB is done bleeding. Wow, I did a great job. Elimination Chamber. Featured Films is an apostate. And Really Mania 3. Heartbreakers are making history. And the winner. Best promo of the year. Tuesday Turmoil. Welcome to Nick's Funhouse. He did it. The best promo of the year. And I couldn't agree more with the result here tonight. And before we get into it, I think it's so helpful to see exactly what we're handing the trophy here to tonight, because it was fantastic work. Two nominations in this category for him, by the way, too.
Hey guys, Hollywood here. So
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Nick. You didn't think that I wasn't gonna come back for WATCW, now did you? I'm here to talk a little bit about all the fun that we're going to be having with the Celestial Sirens moving forward. Now, for the women's division, you can expect good old always smiling Miss Elite Rhea Ripley to dominate the division. We wanted to shake up our tag team division just a smidge. The Monster Abyss is going to be teaming up with Freakzilla to form Montzilla. It was a little thing that I had up in here. And now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the demon, Finn Balor. He sort of left his tag team partner in the dust. Oh, I know, but that means he might be perfect for the world title picture. Now let's bring up... Well, I wonder who that could be. Hello?
Give me the feed.
See, kids, that's my neighbor, the salty Cenobite. Oh, come on, we're all friends around here. Now, see, the Cenobite doesn't understand that the Fiend, he can be shared with everyone. All you have to do is let him in. Now, featured, I just want to talk to you for one little minute here. Now, come closer. You see, when I talked to the Fiend, and I remembered one thing. All that I had to do was let him in. Now, I want you to take a long and good look at that title that's on Ada's shoulders, because he told me what he's gonna do. What he's gonna do to her. What he's already done to me. Run. Bye!
I would just like to talk about the true star of all of this, Oscar, for walking around in the background at the end there. Totally hear him the entire time.
You know, I do hear those sounds. I thought it was a person, not a cat, which I sympathize with because I have a huge fucking chunker of a cat.
Oh, he's fat. Yeah.
But I kind of
sorry.
love that because it almost does make you go like, who is that in the background? You know, like who's with him there? And it has that mysterious aura already. Congrats on winning promo of the year. I mean, was there any doubt? It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me.
So, it's like those 48-hour film projects that I enter where like I put a lot of the effort into like one thing, like visual effects, and then that's the award that we walk away with, and I'm just like, yes. Grateful is an understatement. Here's the thing: these promos were, if you didn't know already, were heavily, heavily, heavily inspired by one of my favorite horror villains of all time, Bray Wyatt. I wanted that movie that they were apparently going to make with him so badly because I think that there's so much lore and so much to be said, and he left us way too soon. So I wanted to pay tribute to how amazing. I personally like the other promo a little bit more with that. That was where Tinfoil Thomas was born there. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Not sure. And the salty Cenobite continues to appear, which is always fun. But, obviously the season didn't go the way that it was going to go for us. So what better than to entertain people in the only way that I can, which is to make silly videos that leave some form of an impact on people. So thank you, everybody.
I loved your continued investment all the way through. Like it had been so easy to be like, well, keep losing, points aren't coming in. Like I'm not going to win. Time to check out. Right. That had been such an easy and normal reaction to have, but to like find your own way of investment into what we were doing through those promos. And I agree. I'm also glad that like you being there twice didn't split the votes too much so that, you didn't win. That would have been tragic. I loved your second Funhouse promo even more, which is like you have the weather report and the salty Cenobite puppet. And yeah, like here's Shug with the weather. Here's Matt, yelling at the cloud. I thought that one was definitely my promo of the year, which isn't to take anything away from this one, which I also think really stepped up. Look, here's what we can do. It doesn't have to just be here. I'm here and I'm talking. It's like you brought some craftsmanship to this thing and made it even more of a production.
I will say, okay, there's one promo that I shot this year, and it's nothing on. Oh, thank you, Chris. It's nothing on you, Taylor, because you just uploaded it the way that you thought you needed to upload it. But there was one where I think we were like filming something at my house, so I had the really nice cinema cameras, and I shot a promo in widescape, and you uploaded it just as a square of my face.
Yeah,
I
because
was
you
like,
got
oh.
it makes you crop it that way on the
No,
shorts.
I was like, oh, come on, that was the one promo that. But no, it was a blast. It was so much fun, and hope to continue to do it. Hope to maybe have an end to this story that I was sort of building, because I have no freaking clue what the hell I was doing. Sort of in the same Shook Knight, regard there. I kind of just did stuff because I thought it was cool and fun.
If that's not
so-
true to real wrestling as well, starting
Yeah.
a story with no idea where it's actually going to go week to week, that is
Yep,
wrestling.
and just leaving it unresolved. Yeah.
And I,
Yeah.
and in its own way, and this is not a criticism of Bray Wyatt so much as the people who booked him. It's very true to Bray Wyatt. Here's
That's truth.
Here's a cool idea. We have no idea how to follow this up. No,
my one of my sabotage cards said "Stop a Hell in a Cell match by disqualification." I just chose not to use it.
I should make intentionally terrible ones next season. That should be what we do.
I did like as the season was going, I did think of some, and I have like notes where I thought of like some ideas for stuff that could have been really fun.
There will be a WATCW suggestion box, I think, between this and a potential other season. Well, I'd love to get some feedback on that behind the scenes. But again, congrats, Nick. Promo of the year, well earned, very much earned, and another trophy going home with you here tonight. Our next category is for the Hard Style Champion of the Year, the smallest category. But because we had only 3 champions all season, and you're looking at them right here, this will be an easy one to read off. The nominees are Mr. X, Zangief, and Pixie Boot. And the winner for Heart of the Year goes to, for the Real Wrestlers, Pixie. And I'm so glad she pulled it off. It was a very short-lived division, and it's why it's all addition to the season to bring hard style. But I wanted to again bring another twist of something new and something different. Late in the season, allow people to draft an extra wrestler and have this unique match type without the ropes and with the weapons and the knockouts and this and that. I was so excited to find a way to get Pixie there at the end and get her on the card for Really Mania and to have a big moment that I felt like she had been chasing all season long. But I don't need to accept this on her behalf because she's right here to do it.
Hello, fans of the WATCW. It's Pixie Boot here, happily accepting my award for Hard Style of the Year, beating the one and only Zangief, my mortal enemy, literally. It's not Mortal Kombat, it's Street Fighter, but you gotta understand, being part of the FGC, we have history, me and him. It was a great pleasure to be able to participate in this year's WATCW. It has been more fun than I should be allowed to have, and of course to be part of the Real Wrestlers. Take care and watch out for the boot.
The one part of the Real Wrestlers you can't get mad at, Pixie Boot, and maybe Shaquille O'Neal, maybe. I was so happy to bring Pixie on board this season. We had such a focus in season 1 on real people. We had all sort of these ex Schmodown characters, and it definitely made up the bulk of the roster. I wanted to really narrow it down and find people who were, were online and were making stuff, but also that I felt could get invested and get what this is. And Pixie was a natural addition to the league. I loved her investment. Jumped on commentary for a couple of shows, and the fact that things worked out with her connection to the fighting games community, with her history there, that not only did she get to face Zangief at the season finale, but beat Zangief. And, she was our inaugural People's Champion, but for her to actually win that match and get the hardstyle championship, I mean, you couldn't have written it better, and I didn't write it any better. It's just what happened. It's just how it came together, and I was so happy. I'm so glad Zangief didn't pull away with this one. That, he's got enough accolades. He doesn't need the Watskers. So congratulations to Pixie Boot and the Real Wrestlers for adding that award to your trophy case. Well earned. Our next category, we're going to keep the title categories running, is for Twitch Champion of the Year. Oh my!
Wait, Bray Wyatt's not there. Oh, sorry.
And the nominees for Twitch Champion of the Year are Ada Wong, Cody Rhodes, Dilly Tots, Hank Hill, John Cena, Thunderlips, and the Yeti. And the winner for Twitch Champion of the Year once again goes to the Real Wrestlers for Cody Rhodes, who's winning graphic. I forgot to upload the StreamYard. I'm very so upset. But the two-time
I was gonna say he won it multiple times, right?
Two-time Twitch champion Cody Rhodes will be taking this one to the Real Wrestlers, and it's such a shame Matt's sleeping on this one because he could.
Did he hold it for the majority of the season?
He held it for a lot of the season. He won it initially at Birthday Bash. Here's where I'm trying to work my encyclopedic knowledge of the season. Birthday Bash in a triple threat cage match against the Feed and Dilly Tots. I believe he's the one who defeated Dilly Tots to win his first Twitch championship, which opened things up for him to get moved to the tag team division. So it worked out in the end. I couldn't.
Beat Dilly Tots, probably pinned the Fiend. I mean.
And then he also was the one, I think, to eventually defeat, and thankfully so, Thunderlips later in the season to take the title away from him. Though Thunderlips did get a nomination there. He still haunts us to this day. Welcome back, Chris. How you doing? We all right?
Yeah, Oscar got into my internet somehow from Nick's house
I
to
believe
mine.
it, honestly.
And but I'm good. Congratulations.
He's about to knock
Nick.
over my Nintendo Switch. Sorry.
That's real. Congrats, Nick, on promo of the year. You deserve it. Well deserved. And shout out to Pixie Boot as well. But Cody Rhodes, man, you know the American Nightmare. He might have been a fucking thorn in my side for a majority of the year, but you can't deny what he did with the Twitch Championship. So well deserved for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Well deserved. Congratulations again to the Real Wrestlers. Again, what a shame. This was Matt's night to be so braggadocious. Get up here and brag and promo and talk. And I guarantee you he's snoozing. That man works very early. I bet you he's sleeping. I feel like the last 3 events, I should have seen him in some respect. He's like, shit, I was asleep.
I think he's with family right now.
That's real.
Slumber
No
party.
pun intended.
Fair enough.
Why not both?
Congrats to the Real Wrestlers for another Watsker trophy in their legacy here tonight. But we have another championship category. This is a big one. Big one. People's Champion of the Year.
Uh-oh.
And it's fun,
Come on.
Before I start saying who's who, I'm looking at this. First of all, I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing that Cody House is not on the graphic, which is a shame because he definitely was a People's Champion. It was in the clip show. He was nominated. Let me check. He was nominated. He was nominated. He just was missed on the graphic. So look at all these people here, plus Cody House. This was obviously such a competitive division, and it feels like more people had this than they did. But I think it's because it was this collection of people passing it around for a season. This was the most in-demand and coveted title in WATCW this season, without a doubt. The People's Championship, and it just mixed things up in such a big, bad way. But who was the best People's Champion of the Year? The nominees are Becky Lynch, Cody House, Dilly Tots, Loveland Frog, Mr. Eli Mack, Mr. X, Nacho Libre, Pixie Boot, Roman Reigns, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the winner, the People's Champion of the Year, going to the Heritage Heartbreakers, it is Dilly Thomas.
Let's go!
The People's Champion of the Year, the one who embodied the people more than any other, was that man right there. Congratulations.
I voted for Nacho Libre.
I would have genuinely been surprised if anyone else won.
I honestly am. This is the one category I didn't expect to win, because the People's Champion was like Steve Austin ended up hanging on to it for so long. He had the most defenses, I think, of any other People's Champ. And so I think he's the most accomplished People's Champ. And then, yeah, Roman Reigns liked to take that belt away from people, but never really held on to it overly long. I didn't think I don't even remember how many times I had it. I think I just had it once. Did I have it twice?
I lost count. Something I was trying to find time to do, but never got, because I used to keep very meticulous records of like what happened, and I had a whole spreadsheet, and I just lost it. I wanted to go back and try to figure out how many times you won it. It's definitely more than twice. It's 3, if not 4, maybe more than that.
Yeah, I didn't
You
remember
had it
winning
so often, and
I
you were
didn't
in the
remember winning it
matches
that
all
often.
the time.
I was in the matches all the time. Yes,
And you're on the short list of people that actually defended the belt. I want to say it was you,
I did have a
Cody,
defense.
and
Steve
Stone Cold
Austin.
Steve Austin. I think it was just you guys.
Austin almost did, but it was rewound by Suge, that motherfucker.
I thought Austin had 2 defenses though. I thought he was the most defendingest People's Champ. If that's a stat, can I say that stat? I don't care. I said it. But he's the most defendingest champion. I thought of the people.
You're the most winningest champion in this category, unquestionably.
Wow. Well,
Without
thanks.
question.
It's because I'm the most points laden man in the Watt Reel Entertainment.
I do think the other side of that coin is you are also by default the most losingest.
I was.
Because you lost you were in every single one, and you won 3 or 4, but that means you lost a hell of a lot as well.
I lost a lot of them. Yeah. But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Damn.
So, I'm glad I had the points to spend. I'm glad I could bring some points to the Heartbreakers. I had to pull my weight a little bit. And my
You did
condolences.
more than enough of that.
My condolences to the Cinnabites. You guys did me such a solid by giving us Metaract. And then I went and I just kept winning, and I'm so sorry. Like, you didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that.
Look, no one knew that it would become what it became.
I did.
I was like, oh, they'd be a pretty solid, strong tag team.
No.
I didn't think you would pure domination.
No, it was Dynamo. It was like Billy Todd's is not a solo act, never has been, and this is true in the video game. It's true in real life. It's true in everything. To put me on a team of good people. That's when I shine. But with the People's Champ, of course I'm the losingest. It's just a thing that I'm doing for me. But put me with Metaract. Once you get me on a captain like Cal, who actually, Chris Anthony Lopez, shout out to him. Because I think he actually drafted me because he was like, oh, let him cook, let him shine, do his thing. Because when Suge picked me up, I feel like he was just looking at an incomplete puzzle on his roster, and he saw a hole, and he just picked up a piece that he thought would fit it, and he just kept trying to jam me into this conceptual hole with his team that just wasn't working. And then Cal was like, no, I'm going to make a puzzle around that piece. And so, and the fact that, you guys were going around wheeling and dealing, you talking up, making that deal happen, I think really goes to show, and it really meant a lot to me. That's why I legitimately did not like being drafted by Suge. I was IRL not happy about that, and I texted Taylor, and I was like, that's not what I was expecting. I was like, Suge's the one I don't know. Is right. The only thing.
Fair.
He's the.
Fair.
I've known, Nick Molbach. I also don't know him personally. I know him by reputation. But I've hung out with Featured. I've at least heard Chris Anthony Lopez on like talking before. I know Matt Thomas. I've met him. But like Suge, Connor, I've been on the Really Scared podcast with Connor. And he's also weird, and I vibe with that. And so and so I was like all for it. But then when Suge picked me up, I'm like, who? Like, I do remember you like also texted me like, why is that his name? Like, it's so easy to forget for me. Like that I never I think have ever called him by his real name, and it's so
His shoot name.
Right, his shoot name, and it's so easy for me to forget how outrageous it is that his name is Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Like it's just meaning in my brain. I'm like, that's his name, and that's what we call him.
Yeah, but yeah, for me, like that is something that, like, you know, in my household, we've had conversations about, you know, the Suge Knight in real life and stuff like that. And so in my brain, I was like, I was talking to my wife about it, you know, who is, you know, Jamaican, born in New York, raised in Memphis, about, I got drafted by Suge Knight, and she was like, excuse me? And I was like,
that's fantastic.
Hell
yeah. I was like, you better behave.
Yeah, I was like,
don't
yeah, I
go to
don't know.
Vegas ever.
I was like, I think he might think I'm Mexican. I don't the team that he drafted. I mean, I don't even like tequila. Like, I don't know what I'm here. Like, I don't know. But no, I do think that you know, Chris actually picked me up with a lot of intention, and not just because I had the belt. I think that was a big part of it. That I was the champion at the time, and Taylor had declared that we do bring our points with us if we are title holders in trades. As far as I understood, at least that was clear, and so it was like no brainer. Take the guy with the title already.
Yeah.
But then, you know, what came after that in getting the Todd Zarek back together, that meant a lot to me, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad to see that we had such a dominant showing like we did in the first season.
You crushed
People's
it, man.
champ.
You
People's
crushed
champ of the year. And that was another one where I was like, people don't realize how deadly he's going to be with it. Like, if it clicks in his head, if he realizes like, oh yeah, I could just be in every single match for this title, and like how deadly that is. I mean, that is a huge part.
It's free point redeems for the captain, whatever team that I'm on, because I can just. I mean,
such an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I've got
like after a while, I was like, how do I convince Kayla just to come into like? How do I get?
Kayla would have been up there. I mean,
I still have 296.2 thousand points. So like,
oh jeez.
I mean, I could redeem. I could redeem point. I could redeem 50 more of these for all of us, and we'd be fine. Like,
yeah, yeah. That's. And I mean, look, the People's Championship, it was definitely a gimmick I had thought up of like, here's how I incentivize watching me stream is that you will get points that you can use to help win. And it just so happens that there's a guy who's been watching from the beginning, and he was ready for this opportunity more than anybody else. And that was Big Dilly Tots over there, the Gator.
Sitting on my hoard of points like a dragon.
The People's Champ of People's Champions.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that.
Congratulations.
Crushed it, dog. You crushed it. Love it.
Our next category is for the Hero of the Year. Wow, wow, wow. What a group of heroes we have here in front of us. And the nominees are Chris Anthony Lopez, Cody House, Connor Breedlove, Featured Films, Kayla Marie T, Loveland Frog, Mr. Eli Mack, Nacho Libre,
and Muncher.
Waddy the Waddy the Walrus. And the winner year WATCW's second season is none other. And wow, I'm so happy to see this. It is indeed Waddy the Whoa! He did it! Everybody loves Waddy! Yeah!
I don't remember if I voted for Wadi or not. I think I voted for Chris Anthony Lopez because he's my.
What in God's name is this?
I did a write-in for Muncher.
I'm pretty sure I voted for Wadi.
Muncher not eligible. I was so delighted, and this is not a bit. I was so delighted and charmed to see Wadi pull ahead in this because he wasn't there at first. I was like, I think I know where it's going. And then dark horse candidate, every vote counted, and it got Wadi the Walrus to be nominated and win the first ever Hero of the Year Watsker for WATCW. And wow, did he ever earn it? I sensed a little tension, a little resistance to bringing Wadi in as the new heart and soul as the league. I could feel it because I'm very perceptive, but I knew if we committed and if we held true and we didn't back down and we stayed faithful to Wadi, I knew I would get everybody else there. And wow, did we. Him coming out at the end of the season to help Eli fight the sword. And I know it didn't go the way we all hoped it would at Really Mania. It was a tough fight, but wow, being there in the room, feeling the energy, hearing people cheer and chant for Wadi, I was like, we did it and we made it. And I also do have to give a special, and I am accepting on Wadi's behalf, of course, but I do have to give a special shout out to Billy Tots, who without him, Wadi ain't possible because he is the man who brought the design, the visual of Wadi to life. And that is Dilly Tots right there, the architect of Wadi.
I'm sorry, Chris.
and Dilly, I know Taylor put that gun to your head really hard, really tight, when designing and bringing Wadi to life. But if I can be transparent and pull the curtain back a little bit, even though it had to come at the death of, at the time, Wrestle Hub, Wadi's inclusion in the league, I think it gave all of us captains a physical embodiment to take our objections with. Like if we were mad at Taylor, we were mad at Wadi, right? So like that was where all of our energy went. For example, not to go back to a show that Taylor did not book, but the show of the year, Tinfoil Turmoil, where we found out that Wadi was a crazy pothead.
Insane.
It was a moment where Nick, Connor, and I, we were stunned to find this out, and we didn't want that. We didn't want it to come to a backstage brawl, but things happen, and since then, I may or may not, I may or may not have come around the Wadi, but as long as I don't see Wadi with the needle in his ass getting juiced up in the back, I will be fine. I think we'll be good.
See, I had
no
a
hard
feeling,
feelings. You designed him.
I had a feeling that Wadi, like the resistance to Wadi, I felt came from a place of fear on behalf of the captains. Because I think once we saw the death of Wrestle Hub, I think it really made everyone aware that no one was actually safe anymore. Because if the WATCW could drop someone like Wrestle Hub, then what's to keep a captain safe, right? And so I can absolutely understand seeing Wrestle Hub drop and Wadi come in and then just resist because of what he's a memento mori, right? He's just a reminder of your own potential mortality at this point. He's a walking purple memento mori. Just like Munch. Just like Munch. He's like a shitty gritty. You know what I mean?
Shitty gritty.
But I feel like he served his purpose. He did shake things up. He changed the tempo. He changed the pace. He changed the tone.
Someone say porpoise.
He did. He brought porpoise to the league.
Yeah.
Different, in a way
it really makes sense.
Right. But no, I fully understand your resistance and your hesitance in accepting Wadi, but also I think he does belong here in the Hero of the Year. If it's not going to be Chris Anthony Lopez, I don't know who else it would be other than Wadi.
That's fair. And I know, Taylor, you had alluded to it, but correct me if I'm wrong, but Dildy had a hand in a few other things with their league, not just Wadi. Am I right in that regard, or was it just was Dilly the architect of Wadi's his image,
conception?
Yeah, I mean, I brought the premise of Wadi to Billy Tots. I knew I had an idea for a purple walrus mascot, and then I kind of left it in God's hands over there, and he illustrated
Gods.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm in Ohio and God doesn't live here, so these were the only hands we actually had, and they don't play well with walruses. But here we are.
Now, Taylor, I was wondering if I could flip the curtain back a little bit. I remember during that Waddy the Walrus match during the pay-per-view, we got a little bit too excited there, and some banging on the wall happened. Was there any was there any repercussions for that, or are we all good?
No follow-ups on that incident, but you are right. We got a little too turnt for Waddy. I really made it. We definitely nearly attempted a noise complaint for sure. I mean, I guess we did get one in the form of a knocking on the wall, but it never escalated beyond that. But I was feeling it in that room that everybody loved Waddy finally, and we earned that. We didn't shoehorn it. We didn't force it. We earned that at WATCW collectively. And I do want to say as well, Waddy is hero of the year. But to be clear, in his eyes, you're all his hero of the year.
I'm glad.
So thank you from me and Waddy to all of you. Now, that being said, we know who the hero of the year is. Who is the villain of the year? And your nominees are Becky the Wreck Redis and the Sword, Elite Rhea Ripley, Matt Thomas, Nick Mulbach, Roman Reigns, Suge Knight 323, and me? Okay. And the winner, the year Watsker in season 2. Come on. Who else? Suge Knight 2, 3. I mean, if there was ever a runaway category,
yeah.
Gotta be the captain of El Diablo de Patas, who my heart hurts that he's not here to accept this one, because I think he may have taken this one with the absolute most glee of the bunch. But though I do think that's his sixth ranked team, I think it's his third Watsker of the night, which I think again really emphasizes how much of an impact you could still have without scoring points. And we've talked so much about his influence on the game, we don't have to retread, but I to me, villain of the year, it was like you almost didn't need to nominate anybody. You definitely didn't need to nominate me. I don't know who did that. Somebody nominated me. I don't know what their logic
that
was.
100% me. Yes.
What was that for? What did I do?
Well, play back the Really Mania 3 tape, brother. We all saw it. We all saw it.
Yeah.
Number one dad
saw.
and villain of the year. Look, no, Suge had that one. That was a runaway category. And the whole show has to be thankful that he wasn't paying attention, because had he been locked in and known like what was happening show to show and had the mischievous energy that he does, I mean, this could have been a brutal game. And it still was, but it was so much more brutal for everyone.
He was
else
already a menace, but he was an accidental menace. Like, just imagine, like, I mean, there was a brick on the gas pedal. Just imagine if someone was driving it, though. Like, yikes.
Mm-hmm. Very real.
I've always described him in the game as an agent of chaos, and it's like chaos that even he is maybe not privy to. Like, what he's doing is more chaotic than he even realizes when he's doing it. So, I get number one dad. Villain, you're right. He's 4 Watskers in because he's also number one dad, and we will
number one dad.
We will
lest we forget.
Yeah, Suge is absolutely a conduit. Like, he's not the orchestrator of the chaos. He just is the channel through which it flows.
Congratulations to Suge and El Diablo de Patas on another magnificent Watsker win here tonight as we begin to near the end here. There's a couple more to hand out, but that is a big one for Suge and the season. Our next category, I said hardstyle champion was the shortest category of the season, but no, there is another one, even shorter. This one, oh, I'm so excited for this one, guys. I don't understand why I was in villain
Come
of the
on,
year.
are you really?
I don't understand why villain of the year I had a nomination there, but this one I think makes a lot more sense personally. I'm really invested in this, and I campaigned for it, so I can't wait to finally get the results here. This is the Watsker for Booker of the Year, and the nominees are OFB Taylor Gleek, or Chris, Nick, and Connor Tinfoil Turmoil. So we've got Tinfoil Turmoil versus every single other show the rest of the season. And the winner for the season 2 Booker of the Year award goes to. Are we sure? This isn't like a La La Land thing?
Moonlight.
Chris! Nick!
Oh my
and
God!
Connor For Tinfoil
Thank you. Thank
Turmoil.
you.
Oh my God!
Tinfoil all the way, my friend.
No
Tinfoil for
way!
life.
No way we won this! No way!
Turn the music off.
For life.
Turn the music off.
It's for life, brother.
How is that possible?
No way we won.
What do you mean? They got like 3 votes easy, like locked in. Like they just.
I know it was the show of the year, which I already said I tried not to take personally, but they're also the bookers of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it only makes sense. The folks that booked the show of the year win Booker of the Year. I mean,
the logic's there.
Yeah, I don't
right.
see why that couldn't be the case.
Right.
Solid.
And
logic.
hey! At the end of the day, whether you booked it or not, you were a part of it.
Right, you're on the call.
That's
You were the,
right. And
you were the
on
co-signer of the year.
You were
Yeah.
in the main event.
Yeah, you were the main event of the show.
You were in the
Lost
main
that
event of
too.
what didn't end up winning match of the year. I mean, somehow that was.
I mean,
Rumble, but like, yeah,
Taylor is the
like,
one that Taylor's the one that tapped to lose that match in that main event.
Right.
To yours truly. But you know, it's
You're just throwing everything our way. I mean, I know Connor was your tag team partner, but like,
right.
But isn't like because you're the OFB, right?
Yeah.
You're the boss.
Yeah.
Right. Isn't a boss's job to make his people look good? So I feel like you should see this as a victory, as a personal victory, that you did such a good job making these guys look so good that they not only got the show of the year, they got bookers of the year because they learned from the best. They learned from the best. This is a typical case of the student surpassing the master. And that presupposes the fact that you're the master booker, right?
Yeah.
Well, just be, so let's be proud of the fact that these students have learned so well from such a stellar. You know what? I would actually say we need to have another Watskers. Because I think there's a contender for number one dad. I think there's a contender for number one dad.
We need to redo the category.
We need to vote on it.
I won't challenge number one dad, and you know what? You're so right. I won't even challenge Booker of the Year, even though I was pretty upset because I'm not even in charge of WATCW anymore. So I'm not even sure if I'll ever be eligible for this award again. But you're right. In a greater sense, I've already won it. So thank you, and you're welcome.
See, if I could speak for a second, candidly.
Okay, next award.
I can't believe I still don't believe this. I think this is the work that y'all concocted when I was away.
It's not.
But if I could really show some love to Taylor for a second, the OFB of WATCW and of the whole Fantasy Faction War, this whole thing is Taylor's baby. All of this is Taylor's. Connor and Nick and myself were given the keys for one show and one show only. Granted, it was the best show of the year, but it was still Taylor. The fact that we were guided in a way that allowed us to do that show, and really none of this happens without Taylor. All the way up until WrestleMania or the really Mania 3, and all the way starting at the first Tuesday Turmoil. So Taylor, I want to give you your flowers. I know I've given you your flowers enough. But Bookers of the Year.
And hey, listen, if this whole Booker thing doesn't work out for you, you could change the name to One Failed Booker.
Damn.
For OFB.
Damn. Got him.
Anyway, thanks so much,
Huzzah!
everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
I can't believe we won that. Holy shit.
Maybe I can get a gig as Muncher at whatever fucking.
I voted.
VFW
I
home.
voted. I voted for you too.
Thank you so much. Wow.
I don't
Congrats.
think I did, to be honest.
Congrats.
I don't think I did.
Congrats to Chris, Nick, and Connor for winning collective Booker of the Year. Better luck
Hell
next
yeah.
time for yours. Truly, I'm coming for number one dad next time. We'll definitely be voting on that. So every all the dads better fucking put it into gear here. All right. Our next category is for the World Tag Team Champions of the Year.
I mean, who holds the belt?
And the nominees are Mr. X and the Xenomorph, Mr. X and Shawn Michaels, El Regular and Ultimate Warrior, Dilly Tots and Metarak, aka the Todseract, and Ada Wong and Bianca Belair. And the winners for the World Tag Team Champions of the Year. I mean, once again, I gotta say, come on, who else could it be other than the Heritage Heartbreakers and the Todseract? Of course, come on, son. Who could it be but Dilly and Meta? And that's right, Dilly. You thought you had to give your big grand acceptance speech for People's Champion of the Year, but you aren't done winning yet. You've done it. Congratulations. to
Thank you.
And Metarak, wherever he may drift in the cosmos. He's felt.
Yes. His absence is sorely felt. And that's the downfall of the Todseract, I think, is with his energy. He's been absent for a long time, and without his energy, I had nothing to like sustain me. I couldn't just keep it up. I felt like I was out there by myself, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. You know, we were flying so high for so long. I just didn't have the stamina to do it all on my own. And plus, Ada Wong is just my kryptonite. I can't beat her. but this is the one that I did expect to win. So thank you so much, because the kind of dominance from, I know this is season 2, but going from the showing from season 1 into season 2, and after the reuniting, having it continue to just be unconscionable domination of the tag league. You know, I do owe it all to my captain, to Featured Films, and to my tag partner. my captain, his rival, and my tag partner. Without them, none of this would be possible. So we do hope that Meta's doing well wherever he is, whatever he's doing. Yes, I do feel like this was a Phoenix situation if we were just chickens, really nice chickens, and we're just burning up because we were just burning so hot for so long. But I don't think there's any coming back from these ashes. We're just pretty dead chickens now. But Ada Wong and Miss Belair, Bianca Belair, they deserve that belt. They deserve to be the season 2 champions. They beat us fair and square, handily, 2 pinfalls in quick succession. I thought that match did not go the way that I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a pinfall and then a reset. I didn't think it was just going to be immediately, nope, there's one pinfall, then the other pinfall. Mm-hmm. But that's exactly how it was. Just one and then the other. So, but that's how it goes.
You know,
yeah, that
Dilly,
match was. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Dilly, you said you guys were like chickens. You know that. You know it may have been like y'all may have flown too close to the sun, but as far as I'm concerned, y'all were the cock of the walk. The entire 2 seasons of WATCW. As far as I'm concerned, this award is a legacy award. The Totsarak, Dilly Tots and Metarak, as a unit, those two men became the tag team, the tag event of WATCW, to the point where Taylor, the OFB, the impartial OFB of our league, he went so far as saying we need to figure a way out for Dilly Tots and Metarak to get in on the same faction so they can reunite. For months, Taylor clamored for it and featured, God bless her, every time we had a conversation, like, we need to figure this shit out, and featured, let me just go ahead and take this. Matt, you've missed so much, brother. Suge won Dad of the Year. But
that's the biggest one.
Suge's award. This is Suge's award. Number one dad.
But Dilly Tots,
number one dad, number one villain.
Absolutely. Dilly Tots and Metarak, the second they joined up on the Heritage Heartbreakers, the entire tag league changed for the rest of the season, to the point where Really Mania 3, when Ada Wong and Bianca Belair did best you two, it was a moment. Even though you two lost the match, it was still a moment, a definitive moment in Really Mania history, and that will never be forgotten. The run that you guys had, and even though, again, Icarus may have flown too close to the sun, the fact that we even got there, the fact that you two were powerful enough as a tandem to make it to Really Mania 3 unscathed, only to be bested by these two women, which apparently was the Heartbreakers' Achilles heel the entire season. And that may have been our fault, but you guys crushed it. You two, Dilly Tots and Metarak. And whatever the future of the Totsarak is, I am a fan, whether that's with the Heartbreakers or not. Dilly, you're the fucking man. You are the man. And Metarak, wherever you're at, brother, whether you're floating in the ether somewhere, you're the fucking man. And this does not happen. This does not happen without the Totsarak, without Dilly, without Meta. I'm so grateful for the both of you.
I'm curious how many points that we collectively, but me individually, got for the Heartbreakers. And
my God. I wish we knew, man.
A ton. So many.
It's definitely the difference maker. And I'll say too, because it was said like, hey, this isn't for both seasons, it's for this season. But in isolation, I still think this is a runaway prize for the Totsarak. If you forget everything season one, you still have earned it, even in just this season alone. And still, of course, it went the way it did at Really Mania 3 to have lost the titles there. But what I thought was honestly kind of a beautiful passing of the torch potential moment there.
Absolutely.
It was just so meaningful to see you guys come back together. And still, I mentioned earlier, it's like, just because you guys were good season one, in a meta sense, again, no pun intended, but in a meta sense, there's no reason or guarantee that you should be great in another season and another
completely different game
starting over.
Yes.
And there was, can you imagine a world in which the Totsarak came back and like lost their first title opportunity or lost their first match? And it's like, that's it. Like, it's over. If that's it, it's like, and the whole season built to that, with you guys split apart and coming back together. It's like, oh man, I hope this sticks the landing or it'll be a huge dud. And everything that needed to happen to make it work and matter happened. So even if at the end of the season, not the tag champions anymore, for all my money, and still to this day, and I can't imagine I'll ever change my tune on this. Totsarak is the greatest tag team of all time,
without
in
question.
WCW history.
Oh,
period.
Without question.
The whole story, like the whole season of getting split up immediately at the draft, being
that was crazy.
On a team and then on a free agent, and then what was it? Was it the second draft?
Yeah,
switched. So then again, split up, but and different teams, and then still going. And then there's like the whole Hag run, and then there's that whole thing, and it culminates in the casket match. And then
that was such a sick match.
Like during
you
that whole
beat
time,
the Hag out of Metarak.
I did.
Yeah. That match, and again, match, that one-on-one contest somehow was as gruesome and as brutal as it needed to be to appropriately fit the drama of what was happening.
Yeah.
That could have also been a total dud, because I also knew, I knew even before they got split up, something one of the biggest threads dangling there is a Totsarak Civil War. Dilly versus Meta. How would we get there? I don't know, but I know that that's going to be a big one if we can make it work.
and the opportunity presented itself and worked in a way that we got to do that and get them back together.
Yeah.
And get to go on that run.
You saved Meta's soul.
Everything lined up correctly.
And then we executed the trade. You rejoined each other. Like, yeah.
It was a great arc.
And then you went on that run. And honestly, like, your characters like just got on the tag team like together and just were pulling off moves no other tag team had any clue what. Like, I was like, are there like super secret tag controls or something that you coded into these two characters? Because I'm like, how are they doing all these combo moves and you get other people together and they don't even like look like the same characters in like the same game? Like, I'm like, what is happening? You guys just immediately the universe wanted it, and Stadzeract just went
there
wild.
has to be something.
Then I did the trade, and then I was like, well, I now have to rein in the beast I created. So I was literally I was talking to Taylor, trying to figure out like who I could get onto my team and what I can do to set up a tag team.
And even the opponents you guys had at Really Mania, because it was like at that point it was bigger than the titles. It was like these guys have not lost 2 seasons. They've never lost these titles, and they're undefeated 2 seasons, never pinned, never submitted. I was like, I don't want to just put another team there that they faced before. So I did get featured there. I'm like, look, I was doing this thing with Ada earlier in the season. I would love to like get that Triple Crown history solidified in the league. You don't have to go for it if you're not. My initial pitch was, I think, or at least my initial idea was Ada and Cody House, but featured went a different way and was like, I got this card I want to play to draft somebody out of the 2K25 roster. Went Bianca, which I thought was just, I mean, I said it when it happened, but I don't even know how Bianca didn't get drafted prior to that, because she's like one of the top tier characters in the game.
Yeah.
So to also have that situation at the end where it's like, no matter where it goes, history will be made in this moment. Either a team will go undefeated 2 seasons, and like, let's face it, there's never going to be a shot at that again.
Yeah.
Or, a member of WATCW accomplishes the biggest, Triple Crown accomplishment that we've seen. So it was a catch-22 in the respect that you win no matter what happens. Everything couldn't have played out better with Todd. Like, and it's weird in almost a life sense where it's like we were handed this less than ideal scenario to get split up. I mean, I was talking about the proverbial ledge here of him being like, I don't even know if I want to be in WATCW this year. I'm not doing the meta tag team, and even me going like, I have no, like this might not work out how I thought. That moment felt like such a consequence, but in actuality, it provided so much opportunity through the season. And so it was definitely a blessing in disguise. And I think the run and the story that was told this season only further cemented Todd Zarek as the all-time great.
100%.
There'll never be another duo like that.
Never.
That'll
Never.
do it like that. No.
Never.
Well
Very
earned.
much agree.
Thank
you. Yeah.
Well earned. And we are in, let's see, I believe the last, only 4 Watskers to go. We're almost there. What a night it's been. This might be as long as the actual Oscars at this.
Just with less bits.
Yeah, we need funny bits, cutaway gags. Our next category is for the Women's World Championship, World Champion of the Year. And it is interesting to me when you get to these world title categories. It's like, wow, that really is that was the only ones who held that title. It was not moving all up and down the show. Our nominees for Women's World Champion of the Year: Becky Lynch, Elite Rhea Ripley, Kayla Mariti, and Trish Stratus. And the winner for Women's Season 2, the Cenobites, Becky Lynch, of course. Becky does it and wins the Watcher and brings gold back home to the Cenobites once again.
we were saying earlier, Becky Lynch took up a lot of that first half in that clip montage earlier, and a little bit less later on in the season. I did wonder if it would hurt her chances, but I knew for me personally, and it seems for most people, Becky Lynch was the Women's World Champion of the Year. Come on.
Yeah, I genuinely didn't think, like, I was like, just because of the last half, how bad it went for Becky, that I was just like, there's no way. Like, it just kind of kept bouncing around. I mean, the majority of the time, Elite Rhea Ripley held it, but she had taken it. Then I think Trish took it from her, and then she took it back, and then it was just like bouncing around, and I was just like, Becky could just never get it back after tinfoil turmoil.
And what did it take to stop Becky from? Because she could have kept it
the
all.
whole damn division is what it took.
It took
with hammers.
Everyone, like play that clip from Leon the Professional, like everyone, that was what it. That's what it was.
And it's interesting too, because we keep talking about how Roman. And by the way, man, if you're still listening, Roman won Rookie of the Year, Pixie Hardstyle Champ of the Year, Cody Rhodes Twitch Champ of the Year. If you're wondering what you missed, I think those are the most interesting ones for you personally so far. We talk about Roman, who was one of the first big antagonists of the season, in the respect that people were like, "Oh man, we gotta beat this guy." Becky was there too. Becky didn't lose in a one-on-one match until the last show of the year.
Who she lose to?
Liv Morgan.
Oh, okay, cool. Continue.
Becky's legacy through this season was unbelievable. To win that title, first champ of the year, gets cashed in on the same night as her first defense, wins both matches summarily, like it's easy, and nobody
to
can
win
stop.
that cash in right after. I'm like, holy hell, that's nuts. But
you unlocked a demon, because Becky's well ranked, don't get me wrong, but there's something else going on there where I couldn't believe. And I mean, that run was unbelievable. And she earned every bit of the Women's Championship of the Year, even though there were some different characters in the back half of the season involved in that scene. I mean, it had three factions not conspired to get her out of there.
Yeah,
she had held that thing all damn season.
I will say it was a bit of gamesmanship. I was kind of min-maxing stats. I was either she would have the People's Championship and it would have the boost, or Austin would have the People's Championship and have that boost, and then I would give her my promo boost. But so I was just constantly keeping her beefed up as strong as I possibly could. And so I was kind of playing that game for a lot of it until finally the streak was busted. I mean, just to kind of peel back the curtain a little bit on it, but I was just like, this is going to give me my best chance. She's already on fire and doing well. The AI, as we can see, doesn't always work how we expect. I mean, we've had a couple matches where near perfect characters lost to, absolutely dummy stat characters. Drift. Yeah. So yeah, we just I mean, didn't Roman lose to Braun Breaker, who was an 80 or something like that? I lost to the evil imposter at Really Mania.
That was not canon.
Yeah, that didn't count.
And so yeah, it was just we know the AI was not always agreeable, and so I was just like, this is my best chance.
Oh, I know that.
And
sure.
and I just anytime it was a triple threat or some sort of 5 people Iron Man match or some cage match or a ladder match, I'm like, this is not going to go well. The AI is just too all over the place, and there's just too many things. But yeah, that triple threat match though was real fun. I was real nervous. I thought I could possibly, but I was just watching. I think I took 3 or 4 finishers in a row on that one, and I was just like, there's no way that even Super Cena lives through this. So
And the exploding hammers. But no,
Yeah,
Becky,
and the exploding hammers.
Yeah, with that as a precedent, I was really surprised. I was like looking over my shoulder for exploding hammers after me and Meta won like the third match in a row. I was like, all right, they're gonna start coming out. Like we've got the tinfoil as precedent. Like Becky's not immune, and neither are we.
Yeah, it was rough, but it was fun. It was great to be that threat, that like power that everyone was like, we gotta try to, and like it was just tanking so much energy out of the whole division, and everyone like so much so that I think Chris Anthony Lopez just like retired his team from that division. So he just was like, well, Kayla won that first belt in the beginning of the season, and then after that never was in a match ever again, I don't think. So it was
just put his eggs in whatever other baskets there were, just not that one.
Right. Yeah.
The tag matches, I guess.
It was and it's funny earlier when we were talking about Roman Reigns, how Featured and I were plotting against him, and we were trying to figure out ways to best Roman, because we and Taylor, again, we can pull the curtain back, it's fine. I Tinfoil Tony, as I would call myself from time to time, I started to question Roman's stats in the game. I was like, what the hell is happening here? But little did Featured know that I was also like, how the fuck can I beat Becky in this? I'm swapping.
No, I knew everyone was.
I'm swapping out different lady wrestlers throughout my whole season, and I wasn't keeping track or anything, but I'm probably
the 4 or 5.
Yeah,
right. I'm willing to bet I had the most ladies swap out in that spot. At least all the factions, but obviously only won the belt once, and we lost it in the one defense. So that's why it was really easy to invest in folks like Dilly Tots. But the Becky of it all, like she was just on fire, beating folks in back-to-back matches like it was nobody's business, and it literally took China, Kayla Marie T, and Elite Rhea Ripley, who is a monster in herself, to best the advocate for Becky Lynch, who is arguably even stronger, to take the belt off of her. And it may have changed the course of Becky and Featured seasons, but I think it's a testament to how tough of a champion she was. So Becky, well deserved for Women's Champion of the Year, because God knows what would have happened if Tinfoil Turmoil didn't happen and if we didn't put 3 of our wrestlers against her.
Oh, Becky would still be the champion.
Probably.
Becky Lynch, also, by the way, I believe the first person of the season to have 2 titles at the same time when she won the People's Championship. Becky 2 belts did come to life, just as reality in WATCW. So again, congrats to Becky Lynch and the Cenobites for that Watsker win.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Here tonight, naturally, our next category is going to be for the Men's World Champion of the Year. Similarly short list of competitors here. Interesting that only 4 each held the singles world title. The nominees for Men's World Champion of the Year: Roman Reigns, Nacho Libre, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and King Moose. And the winner, World Champion of the Year in Season 2 will once again go to the real wrestlers. Roman Reigns, your Men's World Champion of the Year. Now we can see these faces.
How?
I mean, how do you argue against 3 world title wins in a single season? And of course, beating 2 other candidates in the final match of the season.
That should have been Nacho. He held it for so long.
I knew it would come down between the 2 of them. It was obvious, right? And it was definitely behind the scenes a very tight back and forth battle in terms of who was leading in that category. Which also means, by the way, we now have to acknowledge that no Watskers for Nacho tonight. That's the last category.
Were these votes sent through Starlink satellites and tampered by Elon Musk? Is that what happened? Like, was this stolen? Like, I think so.
I demand a recount.
I need
Roman
a recount.
Reigns.
Yeah. Is it within recount range? Because I demand a recount.
Roman Reigns, and I know Chris is hurting over there. It
I
was.
voted for Nacho.
I mean, there were the
voted for
two
Nacho.
answers. Somebody
Yeah, for
did
sure.
vote for. Somebody did vote for King Moose, by the way, and I want to know who that was. Who did that?
Probably Shug.
Shug, yeah.
Yeah.
You know exactly who that was.
Even Matt seems stunned that Roman's won this award. I'm not, and it is true. 3 championship wins, two reigns very short by way of sabotage cards, but that just
True.
speaks to how fierce a competitor he is. That deep sabotages lost him his first 2 titles. Who knows what kind of reign he would have had? No pun intended. Reign he would have had with either of those, were he not his legs not cut out from under him. And then to get to the final, really Mania 3, he's facing Nacho, who's only beat him all season for the most part. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, the other 2 nominees, King Moose as well. But to go there and to beat them both in the season finale, for me, I mean, I know it was close between the 2 of them, but for me, I got no arguments with this one. I think Roman Reigns is indeed the men's world champion of the year. You ain't got to love it, but you do
I think I voted for him.
You ain't got to love it, but you do got to acknowledge it. Am I right, folks?
No, Nacho.
Where's that #1 dad trophy at? Can you hold that up real quick for me? Hold it up.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Can you?
No, that's Chris's trophy. What do you mean? How
Right
did you get
here,
that?
no, this is the Roman trophy.
Yeah.
No, but Taylor, if as the representative for Nacho Libre on the stream right now, we can't help but I can't believe I'm saying this.
Don't say it.
Acknowledge Roman Reigns as the men's world champ of the year. For everything that you just said, Taylor, literally the league had to conspire against him in order for him to lose belts. There was a point where Tinfoil Tony came out and went straight to Taylor and said, "Hey, what the hell game are we doing? And why does this man keep winning?" And it took these captain advantage and sabotage cars for him to lose belts. Sandwichgate infamously being the shining star of all of that, but we can't deny what happened at Really Mania 3 between Nacho, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Roman Reigns. To the point where, and Taylor, I think I can say this now in confidence in front of everyone here, I have not spoken to Nacho Libre since Really Mania 3. It's been tough ever since leaving foggy London town. He gave me a quick heads up. He said, "Hey, I gotta go away," and I think he's somewhere in the slums of Mexico. But I wish I could tell you where. Right, I wish I could tell you somewhere. He's probably eating his corn, with sisters of a church somewhere. But I've not spoken to him since we left foggy London town.
As one,
right? Absolutely. But the future of Nacho Libre as a performer, I wish I could give you an update. But congratulations to Roman Reigns, the men's world champion of season 2 of WATCW. Yes, acknowledge Roman Reigns. Absolutely.
We do acknowledge and congrats to Roman and the Real Wrestlers. And I do hope Nacho is listening somewhere because I totally misspoke. He is nominated for one more award. And it's the next
one.
It is the next one. I got a lot of pictures and things up here and I've lost myself. But the penultimate category tonight, he is nominated for Wrestler of the Year. And the nominees are, people we've been talking about all night. Becky Lynch, Billy Tots, Elite Rhea Ripley, Kayla Marie T, The Loveland Frog, Nacho Libre, Roman Reigns, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the winner, this is a big one. The winner Wrestler of the Year goes to the Heritage Heartbreakers, Dilly Todd.
Let's fucking go!
Yes! He did it. He's gone all the way. The People's Champion of the Year, one half of the Tag Champs of the Year, and indeed, above all, the most absolute wrestler of the year. Dilly.
Let's go!
Fucking
Amazing. Amazing.
I'm choked up.
Holy shit!
Fantastic.
That's surprising. Like I said, the tag champion is the only one I was really banking on. But wrestler of the year, that means a lot. Just because this league is there are so many good people in the league that are good in the league, and there are so many good people that are involved in it with the captains, with the other streamers and personalities, Eli Mack, Moose, Pixie Boot. They're just people that are friends of the show that are on here, and they have had their moments. Everyone has had such incredible runs, and so I don't know. This doesn't feel like a pinnacle that I'm like standing alone on. Like I'm looking at a bunch of peers, and I mean, even in this room right here, there are so many people that have had such a deep impact. That having the title of wrestler. Shout out to Deep Impact. To see all those people that were nominated and to think that I'm the one that got the title is just mystifying. But I'm very grateful for everyone who voted for me. I don't even know if I voted for me on that one. I definitely did the tag team. Like I said, I don't know if I voted for me on this one. So thank you guys so much. WATCW is absolutely so much bigger than me, and I'm really grateful that you've let me be a part of it for not one season but 2 seasons. And I'm glad that I've been able to help be a part of the stories that are being told, because I think Taylor, that this has been an incredibly good outlet for you as a creative person, especially in this stage of your life where I know you haven't had a whole lot of time to practice some of your old hobbies and loves like script writing and movie making and things like that. So I know that this has been a very healthy outlet for you, and I'm grateful that you let me be a part of that. And I'm grateful that part of my legacy with the WATCW is some of the most compelling arcs. And I don't think it's necessarily my own bias being a part of them that they're compelling, but I think the reuniting of the Todzrak, the exorcism of the Hag, and all that. I think so much of that. The raw storytelling and creativity, you really showcased a lot of talent and a lot of fortitude, and wrangling everyone together while you're also crafting this story. I think is really admirable, and I don't think anyone could give you
not Booker of the Year though. No.
Well, he doesn't need to be the Booker of the Year because he's the Booker of my heart.
Beautiful.
And
Featured, I held off so hard to not say that. Thank you.
But no, I think what you've done is incredible, and I'm really grateful that you let me be a part of it, and I'm really grateful that people liked the role that I got to play in it. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Taylor, for putting it together.
Yeah, I'm glad it was you. I'm glad it was you.
Thank you.
I thought it was going to be between you and Becky. And Becky had a strong showing in the first half of the season, and probably if we had ended in the middle of the season, Becky would have taken it. But
as long as it wasn't Roman Reigns
through the whole course of the year, you just kept getting better and better and better and doing more and more, and yeah, you definitely deserve it. So congratulations. But yes, if it was Roman, I literally would have been pissed, and it would have busted out the tinfoil and been like, "No, Matt definitely bought it."
Yeah, that's a second story window right there, and I would have been out that bad boy.
I would have drove over to the east side of Cleveland and been like tampering with his internet, trying to find out what's going on with Matt. Like, why is he botting?
Wiretapping him.
Yeah, something.
Look, no, you don't have to thank me for allowing you in. Thank you for being a part of this. And, there are so many characters and narrative threads through this league, 2 seasons deep now, but there's no doubt about it. Dilly Tots is a main character and the long legacy and story of WATCW. And, we've waxed poetic on the arc of this season so much, so I don't want to retread that, but still thank you and say you've 100% earned the Watsker, a very big one, for the wrestler of the year. It's been a pleasure to have you as a supporter of the channel, of the league, of basically anything I do, and I'm so happy that we could collaborate in this respect as well. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard.
Dilly Todds, if that was so earnest and humble and full of heart, and I know you meant every single word of that. But if I can,
Don't Kanye this. Don't Kanye this.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Dilly Todds is the MVP.
Oh, okay.
Of WATCW. I was a mere vessel. That's it. I just let him. I put him on my team. I said, "You do your work." That's exactly what Dilly Todds did. Twitch champion coming in to the Heritage Heartbreakers, and guess what? He had his hands in multiple different divisions. He won the Twitch title at some point. At Tinfoil Turmoil, who won the Twitch title? Dilly Todds did. The tinfoil briefcase, that was Dilly Todds and Dilly Todds alone.
Still is. Yeah.
Still is. It forever will be. Tag team, we talk about the Todd
Can't get it
Direct.
off me.
But look, Dilly, I know you want to be all humble and sweet and cool, but and Taylor featured Nick, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here. But at some point in the last month or so, I said, hey, when do we have to have a real conversation about Dilly Todds being the MVP of WATCW this season? And I am elated. I am over the moon that Dilly, Shug, welcome back, Dad of the Year.
Number one dad.
Number one dad.
That Dilly is the wrestler of the year for WATCW's Fantasy Faction War Season 2. Thank you to all the folks that voted for Dilly. It's so well deserved. You crushed it. You fucking nailed it. Congratulations, Dilly Todds. Yes.
Dilly, here's the real question.
Thanks, Cap.
Season 3, are you going to finish the story and win the world title?
I wouldn't wish a season 3 on anyone, but especially not a man as good-hearted as Taylor. Don't wish that on his house.
In understanding that would probably require me to buy a new WW 2K game, Dilly could not be less of an advocate for this to ever come back.
No.
He was so disappointed that I bought 25. He was so disappointed.
I was not disappointed in you. I was just disappointed in the state of the world, and I realized you were just doing the best you could with what you got, and I was just so sad that was the best the world had to offer you at the time, and I was so mad.
When is AEW releasing a competitor? Because we'll hop on.
Right?
What's up, Daddy number one?
Look, we can all agree that between all of us, we can all make Matt Thomas pay for a new copy for Taylor, and then Taylor.
I offered literally.
There he is. I was wondering when he chimed in. I saw him back there. I was wondering when he would chime in. The voice of God back there.
I hope there's a season 3. I came back. I didn't realize I won 3 awards. I just happened to
Villain of the Year.
Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, number one dad.
Number one dad.
Number one dad.
Right
Yeah.
there. What awards did I win? Real quick.
Number one villain of the year.
Yep, villain of the year.
Best sabotage of the
best
year.
Sabotage.
Moment of the year shared with Dilly Todds, and then number one dad of the year.
Literally all of those I voted for you. I will admit to that right now.
Especially number one dad.
Of course you did, because in all of those it involved you. Sabotage of the year, moment of the year, because you were screaming out your hair, and dad of the year because I'm your daddy. So don't forget that.
It's true. It's true.
That's real. That's real.
Beautifully said.
Shout out.
Congratulations, Dilly Todds.
Shout out to Daddy Shug.
Deserve it, man.
Shout out to Dilly Todd, who I dropped when he had the title.
Yes, Shug was an early believer in singles Dilly.
I did. And I put him in the Twitch Championship, and he wins. He wins and then I drop him. Who's an idiot? God damn, you're stupid.
You may not be an idiot, but I'm a damn genius for being like, hey, man, no one else is going to get him. I'll get him. Like,
I don't know. Well, to be fair, easy on the G word. If someone's putting down like a whole sack of cartoon money, you don't need to be a genius to go, maybe I'll pick that up.
Hey, man, I got lucky in the draft order that night. I forget what it was, but I got damn lucky.
Yeah, I remember your face on that draft night when he dropped. You were like,
It's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you just like
The gears start grinding in my brain.
We all were thinking about it. Yeah,
Everyone,
the whole
everyone.
gamut. Just like I was like, this man just like went through that tunnel with no brakes on, just like everything on his face.
It's still nuts to me. Twice this season at 2 draft nights, the Twitch champion gets dropped, and both times Chris drafts that Twitch champion.
Right?
And you wonder how he won.
Yeah.
Well, I picked up the wrestler of the year. That's why.
Damn right. Wrestler of the year, which to be clear, I as it was said a couple of times, this is the same tier as MVP. It's 2 different names for the same thing. This is MVP for sure.
Absolutely.
It is Billy Todd's, which leaves us with the final Watsker of the year. Of course, we know who won the fantasy faction war, but who do the people think is the faction of the year? Is the popular vote going to match the electoral vote? Let us find out. The nominees for Faction of the Year, of course, Heritage Heartbreakers, Cinnabites, Real Wrestlers, Cryptid Cowboys, Celestial Sirens, and El Diablo de Patas. And the winner for the WATCW Season 2 Faction of the Year Watsker will indeed be, come on, son, the Heritage Heartbreakers. They did it. They've done it. They have the gold, all of the fanfare. They're the Faction of the Year. Congratulations, Chris. And Dilly Todd, I guess we could say technically Nacho Libre won a Watts. Definitely a part of this team.
That's my captain. That's my captain down there.
Damn right he won. Look,
go ahead.
I am just a lucky man who was gifted so many different incredible talents. And while I may be a good picker in some sense, I am nothing without their talent and their perseverance. We started out at the bottom, taking it all the way back to the first turmoil, taking it all the way back to WatCon 2. We were at the bottom of the barrel. And throughout every turmoil, every PLE pay-per-view, every live show that we did and we were a part of, we persevered. Every Captain Sabotage, Vantage card, every booked show, whether it be from Taylor or the Holy Trinity of bookers, whether it be Real Rumbles, Exploding Hammers, cage matches, triple threats, fatal four-ways, tornado tags, the Heritage Heartbreakers, at the end of the day, we were the definitive faction for WATCW's Fantasy Faction War, and I am nothing without my team. Dilly Todd's here as a representative. Thank you. Metarek, Nacho Libre, John Cena, oh my God,
Hank Hill,
the other Twitch champion that I picked up. Thank you to Connor Breedlove. Oh my God, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Sabrina Carpenter, Kayla Marie T. Literally everyone who put on the pink and black this entire season. Thank you so
Belair
much.
didn't wear the blanket, pink and black. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Who am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of
Mercedes Monet.
Mercedes Monet.
Wow.
Absolutely.
They are
wow.
Yeah, because she did so well for me. But look, I'm forever grateful for all the folks who let me be a part of this, all my captains. Thank you for tolerating my bullshit and my long-winded promos. Taylor, for putting this all together, for orchestrating this whole thing. Little did we all know what we signed up for last May and June. This was a odyssey that we went on, and I am forever grateful for all of you on screen, for all the folks who couldn't be here today, for all the voices of God who have popped up on this stream, to all the folks watching. Thank you. Your Heritage Heartbreakers, heartbreak forever. Yes, thank you.
Congratulations to Chris and the Heritage Heartbreakers on indeed being a faction of the year and a well-earned final Watsker of the night. And what a show and ceremony it's been. So many trophies going so many different directions. It's my turn to try and wrap this up. I know I already had my opportunity to do this at Really Mania 3. And I said a lot, so I'll try to keep it succinct and I'll probably fail. But here we go. Here's my thank you speech. I didn't win any Watskers. But in a way, I feel like I've won the Watsker in life to have been a part of this opportunity. First, I got to thank my 6 captains for coming on board with this. I asked y'all ages ago. I pitched this to you, and I don't even know if you had any real sense of how much of a I tried to say it, but I don't even know if you could have guessed how much of a long-term commitment this would have been. To have 6 friends who could get invested in something like this for that long and not be too busy or uninterested or, or to be discouraged, to stick with it and ride with me through this was so awesome and means so much. I'd said before, when I tried to think of who I wanted to be involved with this in that respect, y'all were the first 6 on the list. Like there was none of you were second drafts. None of you were runners up. It was the 6 I wanted, and I got the 6 I wanted, and I was right. Y'all were the perfect fit for this. I loved your investment, your creativity. I love when you brought me ideas. I've said that a couple of times. Like, I tried to my best to make as many ideas happen as I could, and stuff like Shug, bringing Ricardo Radisson. That's 100% Shug original. I didn't think of that. Or Nick attacking me after Deerfest and taking on this new persona. That was all him. I love when you brought stuff to me or threw me curveballs that made me pivot and have to be creative and improvise. I'm getting a lot of credit, and I'm not going to deny my deservedness of credit, but so much of what makes it interesting is your investment and dedication to it, whether you were cutting promos, hopping on commentary, strategizing, hitting me with the advantages and the sabotages, being in the chat, just watching, being in the chat and making it so I wasn't sitting there by myself talking to myself, making it feel like this mattered. I had said at the top of the season that I had struggled with motivation when it came to streaming. I had that thing that so many people do with creative output of feeling like you're not getting the growth you should have or the recognition that you feel you've earned, and I was definitely struggling with if I still wanted to do this, but I knew I had to do this before I could possibly let myself stop, because I would always be wondering how would this have gone. And I'm so glad that I took the chance on myself and all of us and brought it together, because it was so very much worth it. So deeply worth it. As Dilly touched on earlier, this has been a huge, helpful, creative outlet for me to build this bizarre other world that provided so much entertainment and escapism and truly was a creative outlet in a way that I think a lot of people wouldn't guess at first. And it was a lot of hard work. I mean, I shudder to think what my total hour play count on this terrible game is, because it's so much bigger than the streams themselves, to troubleshoot stuff, to make characters and arenas and titles and test out shows and different things and make sure it worked. I mean, it was such a labor of love. It's sometimes a labor of hate, but it was mostly a labor of love as regard, at least what we did was definitely always a labor of love. And I'm just so glad to have had you guys on board and to have kept it fun and entertaining and have made it such a collaborative process. And I'm also grateful to everybody, all the real people out there who lent their likenesses and their time and their investment to this. Dilly Tots, Metarak, Pixie Boo, Mr. Eli Mack, Cody House, Joe Black, the list goes on and on. The Loveland Frog, for people to say, because it's a weird thing to pitch to people, right? And so people to say yeah, I'll see what that's like. Sure, I'll tune in for that and get invested and cheer for your character. And it mattered to you when you won, or it was sad when you lost. Those are the things that made something so silly and high concept and weird and niche feel real and like it mattered. And I'll tell you one more story, and then I'll promise I'll be done, because I've already gotten to do one pass at this speech at Really Mania. But there's something else that occurred to me recently. I unlocked a core memory. I was under the influence of a especially potent snickerdoodle cookie. And I was in my introspective self and truly thought about something I hadn't thought about probably 20 years. When I was a kid, I'm talking young elementary school age, I had a friend named Jerry. Shout out to Jerry if he ever sees or hears this. We drifted apart as we grew up. I regret that. You're a good man, Jerry. One of the things that brought Jerry and I so immediately together as kids was our love for WWE and wrestling. We bonded so quickly on that. And something I loved to do was go over to his house. We played SmackDown Here Comes the Pain together, which is, for my money, still one of the all-time greatest wrestling games ever made. They truly don't do it like that anymore. We would play this game. We made our own custom characters naturally. Mine has been referenced before in the lore of WATCW, a very derivative character named the Younger Taker. When we would play matches with our characters, we would control our characters, but then we'd also simulate matches, right? And we would create new custom characters, some admittedly based on kids at school that we didn't like and got to beat up as their favorite wrestlers, but also weird fictional creations of our own, tied in with current WWE wrestlers of the time. And it grew beyond just us playing the game to where we'd be huddled around a desk at school or at lunch going like, this is drawing out the card for what the show would be when I come over on Saturday. And I mean, we get pizza, we sit down, we play our matches. We'd sometimes be allies, we'd be enemies. I remember a very controversial incident where he quit out of a match just as I was about to beat him, which was a big deal because he was way better at this game than me, that I finally had done it. The Younger Taker had done it. But I would draw promotional posters in class with all the matches listed on and hang up my room like it was a show I was looking forward to attending. And like realizing this made all this shit click into place where I was like, oh my God, no wonder I like this so much. I was doing it in like the 5th grade. And, that silly character I made, I took it through. As I was growing up, I'm 13, and now I'm going into like pro wrestling message boards and doing efed role plays as this character trying to win matches. Like this character was real to me, damn it. And and I feel still kind of is here by way of, my avatar in the game. It's like, there's a legacy there. And so to go back in time and then connect it with now is like, wow, I'm just trying to do the thing that I loved then, but now I have the resources and the creativity to really see it through to its biggest endpoint. And so I guess I've been trying to do this thing my whole life and didn't realize it, and we've done it. And even if it didn't evolve the channel into a worldwide sensation, within our collective and the people who are involved and invested in it, I did feel that it mattered. And that's all really it has to be. Being there in my living room with so many friends, and there's like palpable energy in there, and it's like people care. People who weren't even invested prior to that night. Kayla, our partner Jacob had no idea what's going on. Jacob was in, cheering, getting rowdy. It was great. So to like bring everybody in and support the vision and get it, or like commit long enough to eventually get it. I mean, it's just been so meaningful. This has been so fun. And I really don't know what the future of the league is. If there's a season 3, what it'll take to get there. I'm not in charge of it anymore, right? I lost that spot at Really Mania. But to have even just had this experience up until this moment, something so silly initially became something so real. And I'm just, thank you so much for making the childhood dream come true. Thank you to all of you on screen, in the background, in the chat, anybody who's ever tuned in and been involved in WATCW in any way. Thank you so much. It doesn't work without you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Taylor. Love you, buddy.
We love you, Taylor.
Thank you. Love you.
Taylor.
Wow.
Mwah. Papa.
Thank you. And that's it. We've done the Watskers. From draft night 1 to the Watskers, we all made it. We told this story. And so now I have to indeed ask, what is next? And the fuck is that? Hello? What the heck? What was that? Are we still here?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello? Where'd you go?
Hello? What the hell? What's happening?
Hello?
We're all here.
There we are.
We okay?
Yeah?
I don't know what that was.
We
What was
good now?
that?
Was that my captain that I saw?
Hello?
Finally, I have been watching all season long, but finally, it is time for you to watch.
I've done it. I beat him. WATCW is ours. I have the power. Just show me how to bring you back.
You did wonderfully, my love. It is almost done. Just transfer that power to me. Give me that power, and I will finally come to life.
I don't understand. What is happening?
Foolish girl. I am not the Raider. I am not a man at all. I am the source. I gave you everything. And now I am taking it back.
Stupid. They have to be stupid. Like, I'm so fed up with this damn studio and the fact that I've, hitched my wagon to them in order to, do what I'm doing. They're like a necessary evil now and a huge part of my output, and there's like no alternative, and I'm just. But it's like this is how it works, right? This is what I should come to expect. I shouldn't even be mad at them. I should be mad at myself.
Hatred. I was made real by your hatred. It is all I have ever known. And now I embody hatred. Hatred for you.
It took a lot of time to put this one together today. Trust me on that. This game is truly my arch nemesis. It is the bane of my existence, but it is the thorn in my side which I must tolerate in order to bring the premier virtual wrestling league to you here tonight.
But you could spend every second of every show you have ever done expressing your hatred of me, and it would not equal 1/1,000,000th of the hatred I have for you. You are expendable. You are forgettable. Without me, you are nothing.
And I hate this game, by the way. Usually what I do when I talk about my thoughts over the credits for the game, I hate this game. It's truly my worst enemy. Every success and great moment we ever had was in spite of this dumb fucking game. It's broken and it's spaghetti shit code.
There is no WATCW without me. And now, there is no WATCW. My good soldier, the perfect pawn. Your loyalty is only rivaled by your stupidity. So easy to deceive. So easy to manipulate. You were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of you. Another victim of his hatred. I can still give you what you came for. Because it was never really gone. You have lost. The league has fallen. Only I remain. 2K25. Game over.
Are you suckers ready to raid? Oh yeah!